Maybe. There we go. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another fantastic, phenomenal episode of Foreign and Domestic. Most of you guys already know I am the foreign and JanisGay is the domestic. What's up, buddy?
How you doing tonight, Scotsman? I'm doing great. I've already been drinking for a couple hours, so I'm not going to let you speak. I'm just going to keep babbling on and on and on about nothing at all and start the shit show off, right? Hello, everybody. Glad to have everybody in so far tonight. We've already started with an illustrious crew this evening. We've got Reloading from the Hot Pot. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. Yourself, Alan?
Well, I've been drinking for a couple hours already, and so I'm just going to keep babbling on and on about nothing at all until I introduce one, Mr. Phil M. Rivers. How are you doing there, Grandbeard?
I am doing well, you guys. Glad to be here. And I saw the video on the picking up the SoCo, and I got to say I'm a little jealous.
Oh man, so many people just think that stuff is cough syrup, but in all actuality, I do develop a cough every Monday night, and so I do have to take my cough syrup. Excuse me while I do that. While I do that, actually, would you like to say hello there, Joey?
I don't know. I'm actually trying to, figure out when you started drinking, either before that Little Caesar or after. Because I don't know, Little Caesar here, you definitely need something that strong to wash down that crappy taste.
Hold on. Did you just say you had to ask a question?
Yeah, A-X-E-D, X'd.
A-X-E-D, X'd. X'd. Yes. That's when you swing an axe at something and hit it, right? That's axed.
Yeah, and you get an answer from somebody.
And you get an answer in the meantime.
Mm-hmm. And if they don't answer the first time, you hit them again.
Ah, boy, I hadn't had Little Caesars in years and years. And Little Caesars came into my little fucking one-horse town like 3 months back, and I just haven't stopped there. And it just happened to be somewhere else to go because we do have a number of places that do pizza around here. And it reminded me of back in the day when they used to actually give you 2 pizzas for the price of 1. That's why the theme was pizza, because you got 2 pizzas. And that's what made it worth it, because you got 2 pizzas, even though it tastes like fucking cardboard. You got 2 fucking pizzas for the price of 1. So yeah, pizza.
Contributing to recycling is an important duty that we all must do. Duty. do.
Well, we have a grand show proposed for this evening. Unfortunately, none of it is my topics because I can't come up with topics. On the Scotsman's channel, he deems it unfit for his channel, which, I mean, that's really setting a bar right there.
You are full of shit.
Say, what bar are you even talking about?
Yeah, you're totally full of fucking shit right there.
I wish I could feel like that drinking Southern Comfort.
With that being said, tonight's topic is new things that you've picked up that you have yet to review or use, and also what you have on your wish lists. And we have a new panel member, so we got Alaskan Ballistics. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Great to hear you there, Chuck. Glad you can join us on the Foreign and Domestic.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my.
You want to introduce yourself and let everybody know who and what you are and what you're about?
Yeah, well, first of all, I just want to thank these guys for giving me such an opportunity to be up on here and helping promote my channels, plural. But I'm Alaskan Ballistics. I'm Chuck. I say my name way too much on the videos, and I I shoot through a chronograph, as simple as it sounds. There's not a lot of real gun information out there, shooting through a chronograph. And then for fun, I shoot water jugs or blow stuff up a tannerite or whatever else. But that's what I do, Alaskan ballistics.
Chuck here is underestimating some of the stuff that he does. He just recently put out a video on basically practicing bear attacks and seeing if both him and another Alaskan gentleman, Chooks Outdoors, could survive a possible bear attack. It is absolutely great stuff. If you haven't seen it yet, I definitely urge you to go hit up Alaskan Ballistics channel. He's got part 1 on his channel. Chooks Outdoors has part 2 on his.
Thanks,
and
man.
We have a new gentleman jump into the room. Good evening, Ed.
Howdy.
Hey, Ed.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, how are you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Pretty good. Hey, look, it's a Joey cuz.
What's up, Ed?
He's going to ask you something later.
Oh, okay. Oh, baby. Great.
How's the world according to Ed?
Yeah. Well, I came in right when you were talking about somebody hanging out with bears in Alaska.
Yeah, that would be Alaskan Ballistics, Chuck, right there.
How's it going,
okay. Ed? How you doing? Man.
Good. We just did a video on a bear training drill. So.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out, because I don't know if I want to be sleeping out there with the bears or hanging out there with the bears.
And most of the time, if you leave them alone, they leave you alone.
Yeah.
I think the title of it would be "Run Like Hell."
Yeah. No shit. So, what kind of caliber? I mean, you're actually up there in Alaska. What caliber do you usually carry?
Usually, I actually carry 45 Super, but sometimes I carry 44 Magnum. But as I discovered in my video, a single action 44 Magnum is not the gun to have, and I knew that to begin with. But I usually carry bear spray, believe it or not, first thing and foremost, because I have that bear spray in my left hand, and I've practiced, flipping the switch off and doing it, and I can do that faster than any person I know can draw a gun. So, I carry that bear spray for that first initial charge stopping, because if you're using bear spray, you are that close. And so if bear is charging you, he is going to be that close within a matter of half a second or 2 seconds. So you might as well have that up and ready, and then the gun's just back up in case the wind's blowing the bear spray back in your face,
Yeah.
So it works. If it gets in the bear space, you spray it, you spray the whole bottle, and generally speaking, it works, and it teaches the bears not to mess with humans because they're carrying spray. Whereas with shooting them, the next bear doesn't know not to mess with them. So
yeah,
that's what I carry most.
That bear spray, Chuck, that's basically the equivalent of mace for bears, right? It does it affect humans in a similar fashion?
Honestly, yeah. I was leaning over a boat one time and the safety had fell off the bear spray and it sprayed. It's pretty bad. You don't want it in your face. It's actually not as strong as mace for humans. Mace for humans is 10% of the pepper, and bear spray is only 2% of the pepper. And the reason for that is the pepper is so strong and their sense of smell is so good. It will overload their nerves at 10% and kill them, make them suffer to death really badly.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what they say. That's what the rumor is. I don't know how true that is, but what I've been told by many people. So yeah, that's the bear spray. So that's why I carry it. But yeah, it'll work at humans. You see these Anchorage has all these drive-through coffee stands, which I wasn't used to when I came up here, and almost every one of the cute girls working there has the bear spray right behind the counter. You can see it. So it's good for humans too. You don't want to be hit by it.
Yeah, because you don't want an unruly bear that wants a double mocha latte, and doesn't have enough money and is still trying to get it from her. So she's Got to run them furry bastards off somehow, I suppose.
Definitely, definitely. I carry it just about anywhere I can. Sometimes I carry it in the yard. I have it with me all the time. So you know, there's usually a can in my car unless I'm at school. I'm a school teacher by trade, so unless I'm at school, there's a can in my car. So.
All right, so let's get on topic here. We will start with Joey Cuz. What have you got new, and what's on your wish list there, my friend?
Well, what I got on layaway, I think you were actually just flashing around before we started the chat. The Beretta M9A3. Hopefully in the next couple weeks.
You mean you're gonna pick up one of these bad boys right here and actually have a freaking 10-round magazine? Come on, man, that's not right. You want to treat this weapon right, man. You gotta have 17 rounds or more.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll send you mine and you send me yours, and we'll make an even switch. How about that?
How about if the gun shop you're buying it from already has those 17-round mags, you send them to me and I'll send you a few of the 10-round mags that I got sitting around for you. How about that?
Surprisingly enough, it actually came with the 10-rounders in it.
All right. What else you got going on?
The wish list. Oh, man. Jeez. Actually, it's probably like two of them. Like one of them probably be like mostly everybody, like an M1 Garand. Or shit, there's a couple of good ones. Like for some strange reason, I want a Tavor so bad. Just can't get one just yet. Might have to put it in storage somewhere if I do get one.
Yeah, strange reason. I mean, what's drawing you to a Tavor?
I don't know. It's like, well, one, it's probably because they tell us that we can't have it, so I want it. And two, I don't know. It's like just so like compact compared to a regular rifle. Looks a little like futuristic, like a video game type of a deal. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just one of those things. But I think basically it's because they're telling us we can't have it, and I want
it. I tell you what, Joey, you buy it, and I'll hang on to it for you. And then whenever you want to use it, you just come on over, and you're welcome to use it.
Yeah, I got a feeling you're going to do some unspeakable things to the barrel, so no.
No, my name is not Eric Bomey, so no.
Oh, God.
We all know what Eric does with barrels, and yeah, we won't get into that.
Fun you deal with them, I won't. That's all.
Anything else on your wish list there, buddy?
I don't know. Like pistol wise, I haven't really seen anything that sparks my interest that much. I don't know. Usually when I go into somewhere, it's like one of those things where, like, you know, what's the oddest thing you got, or what's the rarest thing you got, or some shit like that. But I don't know. I mean, I guess one of them would probably be like a 1006.
Okay. You have any new stuff that you have with you that you haven't reviewed yet?
I have done a review on the PPS, but not really new. I haven't really got anything lately. It's been a slow couple months. You know, I was trying to keep the New Year's resolution up, so I broke that within about 3 weeks.
I'll go over a couple different things that I picked up. I got a whole bunch of shit right here. I haven't had time to do a damn frickin' thing, so I got a lot of shit that I got to review still. No one sent me this shit. I buy all my own shit. I'm not a sponsored channel by any fucking means. But I saw a video by the Reloading Dude. And the Reloading Dude, if you don't know him, is a pretty cool guy. And he did a video here recently, kind of what happens if your powder measure goes down. And it really made me think, because I don't really only have the one powder measure. So I picked up one of the little funnels, and I picked up the powder measuring kit. So nice. I have all of that right there, and I picked that up for $10. So
I love the scoops kit.
That was a pretty damn good deal there to me. And honestly, if my reloader happens to go down in that fashion, then I'm covered in that sense. So big shout out to him for that. And then talking about things that big shout outs, a big shout out to one of our panel members here, Mr. Phil M. Rivers. So you guys kind of saw a little bit, but right here, he sent me a code to pick up this light and laser combo.
Ooh,
and
cool.
This light and laser combo cost me 30 cents. And this is by Dandelion, which is Chinese. But I'm actually very, very impressed with it. So the light's about a 200 lumen light, and it's a green laser. Well, the green laser is very, very bright, and it seems to work well so far. I will be doing a shooting review on this. I will be doing a torture test on this also. However, the reason that I bring this up is Phil kindly sent that code to me in order to give this to the C-Max giveaway. Well, you know, I thought about it, and I'm like, I want to really do a torture test on this thing and see how well it will hold up. So I bought another one at full price, $30, and that will be going to the C-Max giveaway to help out there also.
Cool.
So I'm very, very happy to have this, thanks to Phil. And there's going to be lots of shit going on with this thing, dude. We're going to run this thing through the mill and see what a $30 light laser combo can hang up to.
Where'd you say you found that at?
Amazon, yeah.
Okay.
Damn. Get everything on Amazon.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I'll let someone else go. I got more shit, but we'll get to that in later. Let's see. Reloading from the hot pot. What else you got?
Let's see. I did get a sponsored video. I got my first sponsored video with Core Essentials Tactical Belt. I'm wearing it. I love it. It's a great product, guys. You get 10% off your order if you go through my site. Reloading10 is the code, and I get nothing back for it. No kickbacks. Just a free belt, which I'm fine with that. I also got in, which I got to get out to work with and do a review on, is MCE Digital Armory Shotgun Shell Caddy. David was kind enough to send that to me. So that's my items. Oh, this is something I'm doing too. I want to share this. I hydro dip my parts of my AK-47. You guys see that? And here's the top recoil cover. So I'm getting into doing the hydro dipping. There's some of your stuff.
How hard is it to do the hydro dipping on that stuff?
Not hard. It's trial and error. Trial and error, man. You'll error more than you'll trial, but I'm actually starting to get some good stuff out of it. Learning how to roll it, how to let it set, do all the processes with it. Let's see. My wish list. SKS at one of my local gun shops. I can get it for under $200, and it's in great shape. He's a really good guy. They used to be a lot cheaper naturally, but you know now they're up there in a couple $100 price range. Got a Thompson Center 308 at the other gun shop in layaway. I got to pick up next week, and I want to get a Grand Power 10 millimeter. Yeah, that's the big one on my wish list. What about you, Ed?
what do I have on my wish list? Well, I just picked up. I'm going to be doing a. Dang it! I got this little pest on here from Messenger. Anyway, see, I just picked up a 10 millimeter. Now that you're talking about it, I'll go ahead and show it to you. I was going to do a review, like a tabletop tonight, but I already put my old 1911 grips on it from my Ruger, and got ourselves a Rock Island Commander size 10 millimeter.
Pretty.
Nice.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, man. Rock Island does a fantastic job. A lot of people knock them, but trust me, they do a phenomenal job.
Yeah, it's got the ambi thumb safety, and so you got that. I like it. Yeah, it's like when I've had a couple of Ruger. I've got a Ruger SR 1911 that's a 10 millimeter. We know the story about this, don't we, Scotsman? It went away and it came back. But anyway, yeah, that's nice for like target shooting and stuff. But this one I can carry because I do carry a Commander size 45, and that's the same size. And this is a 1441 year holster right here, and it won't quite fit. So I'm gonna have to find somebody that makes these, And can I get it off? Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It's like it can still be carried, concealed carry. And I don't know. I just I like the 10 millimeter. It just turns me on, I guess.
10 millimeter is a phenomenal round. A lot of people don't realize what 10 millimeter is, but 10 mil is a phenomenal round.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
some 180 grain
nice.
lead in that.
Ed is definitely touching my my want area. I am wanting a 10 millimeter bad.
Just get one. You don't know what you're missing.
I've been wanting one that possibly was made in the USA, but at this point I think I'm gonna have to diverge from that and pick something else up. I didn't know if I was gonna end up rolling with a 10 folio, but or not. I wasn't gonna do a Glock because I don't live in Alaska. Sorry. But
you need ultra reliability up here.
Yeah.
Perfection to buy more parts.
Yeah, the 10 millimeter is definitely one of the roads that I need to travel, and I want to be able to carry that dog. So that's really good. Really good looking to me there, Ed. Real good.
Thanks.
Very pretty.
I didn't realize that there was a lot of, I guess, Commanders made out there, Commander size 10 millimeters. Because we were just talking about that the other night. What I was talking to a couple other guys, and yeah, I mean, I really didn't know that they made them in that size. But I guess this is what it's all about. You learn something every day. I always thought they were full size, like my Ruger. But I mean, that can even be carried, concealed carried, but it'd be a little bulky. But when I saw this, I was like, man, I gotta get that.
Well, again, it comes down to how you carry and what kind of holster and where you carry it at on your body and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of things that go into carrying a firearm. I only ever really carry full size, so concealing it, can become an issue somewhat, but not really if you know what kind of holster to look for.
Right.
Hey,
so
we got a question. Got a question in the side chat here that Home Runner wants to know how much is a box of 10 millimeter, and I can't answer that, so I'm going to throw that to Ed.
Shit, I did the last time I bought it. I think it was close to $28.
Yeah, today I bought 2 boxes of the Arms Core just for target shooting, and it was $19.99 a piece here.
Yeah, I was going to say $17 to $19 a box.
Right. Yeah, that was Yeah, 50 rounds. Well, I don't reload, but I can certainly save the shells for somebody.
Well, Ed, if you don't reload, send them to me, brother. I'll reload them for you.
Okay.
And I'll send them right back to you.
Well, that's cool.
So Chuck, how much is a box of 10 millimeter going for in Alaska?
Well, the local Sportsman's Warehouse has it for $18.99, some cellular and bellet. So that's $1 cheaper. Sorry, Ed. But yeah, it has to be imported and exported. So, but the big companies usually have it pretty good. It's the local shops that get screwed with that import export kind of thing. Cabela's have some Privy Partisan that I did a video on, some cheap hollow points that weren't even the strength of a 40, and they were like $18.99 or 21. They were $21.99 at Cabela's. So those kinds of things. You know, it's the extreme penetrator.
Cool.
Yeah, it only costs about $5 a box to reload.
Wow.
Yeah, you send that to me, Ed. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I'll make sure that brass is put to good use.
Oh, baby.
All right, let's see. Phil M. Rivers, what do you got going on, man? What do you got new? What are you got a review still? And what is on your wish list?
Was he muted?
Yeah,
Turn
he's
your mic
muted.
on.
Not no more.
Sorry, I was muting myself somehow.
There we go.
Wish list. I don't have a whole lot on there. I've been told I can't buy any more guns for a while. But if I do, one thing that's always on my wish list, I'd like to get a 45 government model, some type. I don't have any right now, but I just can't see spending the money on that right now or anytime in the near future. But that's something that's always on the wish list. As far as what's new or what's coming up, I'm hoping to get this out and use it in some videos. I got this for Christmas. I haven't really got it out yet, but it's a timer.
Nice.
And I just want to get out and see how fast or how slow actually I am from the draw.
Hey, Phil.
Carry.
That's another item I got to review.
Yep. So that, and I guess the other wish list is I still need to get an AR-15 wrench for because I want to do some work on the AR and I need a wrench for it. And the one I had on Amazon on my wish list is not available right now, so I got to go looking again.
No, you don't. I'll take care of you. I got you. Don't you spend a damn dime. I got you.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I mean, right now I'm being tied up with the giveaway and stuff, and trying to keep names straight and stuff together for that. So trying to figure out how to do the winner too. So I was thinking 50 yards with a pistol and see where we hit on a piece of paper and see what number we hit.
There you go. It's a good way to do it. Very good way to do it.
Yeah, I just hope the weather warms up.
Once you start getting rolling with that timer, it produces another dimension. I need to pick me up one of those particular timers. I've been just rolling with a timer on my phone and stuff, but it isn't always about speed. You can also work on just intervals, and getting paces down. There was a drill that Scab Ugly Channel did for a little while. And on his, he it was two like 5-inch circles, and it was 5 shots in 5 seconds. And so when I first started doing that drill on a timer, I was shooting it way too fast. And so I started pacing myself a little bit better. The accuracy increased significantly. And then I was able to actually pick up the pace once I started getting used to slowing myself down. So having the timer not only will give you that adrenaline of unexpected, you set it to random time, and it'll give you that unexpected time to pull it. But it'll also it opens up other dimensions. It really does.
Well, I picked mine up for multiple reasons. One, I plan on doing competition stuff at the store and at the range. But two, a long time ago, well, not so long ago, but Bald and Curious, Pops Quest, SoCal, Is Your Six Covered? They all threw out various different videos. Oh, don't let me forget Cutter Boy 32 on loading shotgun shells. So I also picked up some snap caps, dummy rounds, snap caps, whatever you want to call them, for the shotgun. And I will do a video using my 870 on speed loading an 870. And we will see how that goes.
Yeah, that practicing reloading the 870 is rough. I try it every now and then, like once a month. I try and do that, and I feel like a monkey fucking a football trying to do that. I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at speed loading that thing, and so that's why it sits in the back of my house, and it's the I'm in a corner gun.
Hey, Scotsman, we got a 3-gun event coming up this next Sunday. If you want to bring that shotgun and the AR and a pistol down, you practice.
Right now, I'm still working 6 days a week. I only have Wednesdays off. But as soon as I can get a weekend day off and I can get down there for one of those events, I will be there. Trust me. And talking of that, here's my 3-gun pistol that I have right now, my CZ.
Nice.
Yes, and it is for all you fucking snowflakes. If you're out there, yes, it's loaded.
Well, at least it's safe.
That's right.
Cool.
So I guess the next one up is Chuck. So Chuck, what do you got new coming in? What do you got new going on?
Well, right now the money ain't there for any new guns. I'm looking for a good double stack 9mm, and I don't know what I want yet. I want something that would be compatible with a pistol caliber carbine. So Glock's an obvious choice, but I have too many Glocks, and I don't want to piss the Scotsman off by buying another Glock. So I was thinking about going with the Beretta or doing something else. But I've got a bunch of ammo tests coming up. I've got some super formats out of the pistol. I might even do this at a comparison different links, so you can 53 grain super formats. I've actually tested this before, but the footage didn't turn out, and so 20-inch it was like off the charts. It was way higher, and then I've got some. I'm gonna do a comparison video with some just M855 ball, the different barrel lengths, how fast they chronograph. I've got some 7-mag long range to do. I've got a bunch of 22 videos to do. I haven't done a video with my Marlin 60 yet. I've realized that, I'm probably going to thread that thing as soon as my suppressor gets in. So, haven't done a video with that yet. Wish list, definitely wishing for a double stack 9 of some sort. I'm thinking CZ is a good one. There's a good one on sale at the Sportsman's Warehouse if they have it. In stock, and then I've also considered the Security 9 just for a kind of a cheaper gun to do it, but I don't have a good double stack 9, so I'm looking for a good double stack 9, something to do some videos with on its ballistics, and just something to have, give to my buddies when crap hits the fan, so.
If you're looking for a good double stack at a decent price, you're definitely on the right ballpark with a Beretta. I can send you a link for a Beretta at a very good price if you would like it.
Yeah, isn't Classic Firearms have them right now?
No, I have some other websites that I use that most people don't know about.
Cool. Well, yeah, send me a link. I like Beretta 92. I've owned one before. That's one of those I sold to try to save the marriage. That's something I'll never do again.
Yeah, but you're on the right path of don't buy another fucking Glock because yes, it'll piss me off. And you're on the right path to buy a Beretta. All good choices right there.
Yeah, I used to have a PX4 and I love that thing. I had a 92 and a PX4. That PX4 is what I really, really loved. So if I can find a good deal on one of those, I'd be happy with that.
I'll send you 2 different websites you can go to.
All right, thanks, man.
Double stack, I would recommend it's not a Glock, would be the H&K VP9. I'm a striker kind of guy, though.
Yeah, the VP9s are getting raved about, absolutely raved about. You can't miss with a CZ, pretty much. The Berettas are just absolutely phenomenal freaking weapons.
You also have the Walter PPQ.
But yeah, you buy another Glock, I might unsub you, man. I mean,
yeah.
Not only will we all unsub you, we will all make a video on make sure you unsub this son of a bitch for buying another Glock. Especially if you buy a Glock 19 frickin' X.
Oh, I hate that gun already just looking at it. Well, I mean, why would you build a gun that doesn't take Glock mags? Yeah.
I will 100% positively unsubscribe if you buy one of those fucking guns.
Oh no, I'm in a Glock hate club.
Well, Daniel God is my judge actually talked his son out of buying a Glock, and I'm still gonna unsub him.
Yeah.
I just thought something tonight.
Talking of that, I have a target for my shoot with Daniel this Wednesday, and here it is.
Oh,
Glock perfection, my ass.
But my Glock is purdy.
That's a good looking Glock there, buddy.
Yeah, it's my carry gun. So until I get this Rock Island 10mm broke in.
See, Chuck, Ed gets a free pass. Ed always gets a free pass because Ed's my brother, dude. He gets a free pass.
Oh,
here's a Glock for you. See, you can just build your own. You don't even need to buy a Glock.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been
got a
considering
nice
that.
threaded barrel on there. Got a polymer 80 frame. Suppressor height sights. See, it only cost half as much as buying a Glock. And I bought most of this off eBay.
Wow.
Glock's best friend. I even got a fun stick for it, just so it looks super stupid.
Well, and the guys that carry those Glocks around in my area, that's what they do. They walk around with them open carry with the fun stick sticking 2 feet out the damn back of them. I'm just like, you guys are just absolute morons. Come on, really? You're open.
What do you need a fun stick for in Iowa?
Fun stick sticking out.
Fun stick.
Really? What's in Iowa that you need a fun stick for? I mean, would you have gangsters in the cornfields there?
No, we got violent corn though. You got to watch out for that rogue corn.
Yeah.
You know what corn does to people.
I put a +2 on it though. That way, it's a super fun stick.
It's like
If you're gonna have a gun this ugly, man, you got to go the whole route. You know?
Oh, sure.
Well, it's like I knew the Glock would piss Scotsman off, so I got the Walther out instead.
That's a good choice, man. That's a good choice.
Yeah, the PPS. And
I used to carry that Walter PPQ, man. That was, man, I need to get another one.
So while we're talking about Beretta,
Only 9 Glock.
Ruger.
I did pick up a couple other parts for my Beretta, my APX. And the reason I picked these parts up is I think I'm going to use it in competition also. So I picked up a competition spring and guide rod, metal guide rod. And then I also picked up, just for shits and giggles, because it was on sale, an RMR mount, which I'm not sure if I'll use it or not, but I did pick it up just because it was on sale.
Never know when you might need it.
You never know. And I'm down to about 4 more items I can show. Like I said, I've been working my ass off. I have not had time to make a fucking video.
Shit, I still got to do one on that FN57. Jesus.
That'd be a nice gun to do one on.
I'll tell you what, you know, the thing is about that is I've shot one before. Actually, the one that Bomey's got before he had it all painted and everything. And I was at what was it, the 16 shoot? No, the 15. Yeah, no, the 16 Shoot-A-Palooza, and I tell you what, I fell in love with that pistol. It was like, holy shit. And the thing is, it holds 20 rounds plus one. I call them the little mini, 5.56 rounds, because that's what they look like.
No recoil to that gun whatsoever. It's like shooting a 22.
Right. There's no recoil, if any. And like I've got 3 mags for it, so technically I could have 61 rounds with me, or 20, 40, 50, yeah.
Yeah, I shot his at the last Shoot-A-Palooza, and out of 4 mags, I think I missed 1 round on the target.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's an easy shooter too. It's I don't know, but that and the Walther, awesome pistols, PPQs.
So, Alan, what about you, or JanisGay, as everyone knows you? What do you have new, and what is on your wish list?
What I have new is actually very, very minimal right now. I'm scraping pennies and stretching them into copper wire, saving up, and nothing really special coming in. On the BePro channel, I'm almost contemplating reviewing some tactical wear, just some tactical clothing. But I've also got some new ear pro coming in, and we'll probably end up doing review on that. On the wish side, I've got a lot of wishes going on. I'm contemplating a number of different DSLRs. I'm looking at getting a really good camera. I'm also looking at putting a brake or a different compensator on the black rifle here, and just got something back from another company, No Kick, that is coming out with something that's different, or they're going to be selling something that's a little bit different. It's got a steel core and a titanium exterior. And almost all I can say about it, other than it's a mostly a front directional compensator, but it does have a 90-degree cut in it, and then it redirects it again out the front. So you are getting the decrease in muzzle rise, but it's putting the blast out front. So it's innovative in the way of compensators go. So I might be picking that up just to see what that's all about. Put that on the black rifle and see what happens with that. Other than that, I'm stretching pennies into copper wire for a camera and a 10mm.
All right. Well, talking of optics and things for an AR, I did pick up another mount. And with that mount for the C-Max rifle, I also picked up a 1-4 scope to throw on there as well. So I have not only the red dot, but I can go back and forth, and picked up the AR scope as well.
Got the same scope.
I figured it would be. I figured it would be a little bit better for doing 3-gun, and I plan on doing a lot more shooting this year and jumping.
What 1-4s? A lot of the 3-gun events down this way, you're shooting 300 plus yards, and unless you got eagle eyes to begin with, the 1-4. Most people around here shoot 1-6, 1-8. I use a 3-12, just because, well, glasses.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know.
I was trying to find the 1-6, but they didn't have the 1-6 in what I wanted.
Yeah, I'm putting this on my AK. You know, it's still in the process of getting dipped right now, but this is going on my AK. Then I got a 1-6 on my M&P 1522, and that 12 on my AR.
And then I only have one other thing I got to do a review on, and that would be this bad boy right here, which is a new range bag that I picked up. This is
Nice.
a GPS range bag, and this thing's pretty cool. And I got to do a review on this bad boy right here. But every time I've gone down to Daniel's and I end up taking my big ass freaking range bag, it's just a pain in the ass. And at my new place of work, they got these really cool range bags, so I picked one up, and we'll see how it does. But you can fit a lot of shit in there, and it is very compact with a lot of pockets and a lot of different things. So
Looks nice.
it should be. It's got a full lifetime warranty, and they run about $70.
Wow.
Nice. So that's more of the clutch style instead of the overnight purse style.
What Scotsman? What kind of connections you have with scopes?
You tell me what you need, brother. I'll get it.
Well, I'm looking at the Primary Arms 4-14 by 44.
Okay.
That was the same one that was on that the 308 giveaway on the Bomey's channel. I've been looking at those, and I might go ahead and get one, because I'm going to put that 4-16 by 50 on my Gunsight Scout. That leaves my Diamondback 308 without a scope.
You want the first focal plane one, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It's just
Let me
like
do
a
some work.
larger version than the 1-6 that I have on the AR-15, but.
All right. Let me do some work. I'll get to work for you. I got you.
Okay. Appreciate it. As I get older, guys, I'm tending to lean towards the long range shooting, because, shooting with just iron sights, a pistol or whatever, the old eyes are getting.
We got SoCal out there. He needs a hookup on a Leupold Mark 6. Well, you know what, SoCal? I'm still waiting on my freaking calendar. So send me my calendar, and I'll send you a Leupold freaking Mark 6.
Shit, I didn't make that on that one.
Oh man.
And yes, SoCal, I can hook you up. I have multiple people I can talk to and get you a good deal. So send me a freaking calendar, and I'll get you a good deal. That's right, tit for tat. Send me the titty fucking pictures with it, and I'll send you fucking tat.
Those are some nice calendars.
So with that being said, I also have been looking at going blue. Of course, you know, blue behind me, but I am looking at going blue. I'm about to pick up the 650 here. And I think I was going to do it all at once and buy everything, but I think I'm going to do a couple things at once, and then I'll pick up the other bits and pieces as I need. I got a few other bills that popped up that I was not expecting, so unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do it all at once, which was about $1,800.
Wow.
I'm probably going to be doing about $700 to $800 the first run, and we'll go from there. And yes, SoCal, I've been saying it for a while because something popped up that wasn't supposed to fucking be there, and now it is. So unfortunately, I can't just fucking pay for everything outright like I was going to.
Why did he go through your list of items and tell you you're missing something big?
No, he went through my items and said I actually was pretty much good for the most part. He said I had one thing I really didn't need. So I was right there. But unfortunately, I had another bill pop up that I was not really expecting. So unfortunately, I cannot do it all at once. I got to kind of watch my money a little bit. The nice thing is when my new job is it pays every week, so it's not too bad that in that sense.
Oh, so the tab at the brothel came due then, right?
So pretty much what happened is my old job, when they pay for you to move, you sign an agreement of, you know, X amount of dollars, blah, blah, blah. Well, unfortunately, at the time that I left, it was about 10 months early. And with it being 10 months early, you owe money. Well, they're saying I owe more than I actually do. And I'm kind of fighting them back and forth right now. But it's, yeah, I owe them some money apparently.
Didn't you say they switched you from salary to hourly? I mean, doesn't that void the contract?
And that's what I'm fighting right now. They switched me from one to the other. So, yes, it technically voids that contract, and that's kind of what I'm fighting at the moment. But at the same time, I don't want to spend all my money that I currently have, that I have saved up, and then get into and, you know, something happens where I have to pay some money off. I would rather keep a little bit aside just in case something happens.
Definitely.
So, little by little.
Wait, so which one did you say you're getting again? The 1050 or the 650?
I'm getting the 650. I'm gonna order the base. I'm gonna order the base, the whole base model itself of the 650, with what's set up for the 44 mag, with the mount, the riser mount, and the roller handle, and that'll be the first part of the order, and then I'm gonna go from there.
Yeah, Joey, not all of us can afford the 1050. We all ain't big shots like you are, man.
Yeah, I wish I had that.
So right off the bat, I have about an $800 bill.
Damn.
I mean, because if everybody doesn't know, Joey's kind of big. He's a big guy. He's a big thing.
Hey,
I'm a big deal in New York.
Hold on. Stop. Hold on. Joey's a pretty big deal. And remember, guys, if you didn't fucking watch my video way back when, I'm a fucking made man too. So don't fuck with me either.
Yeah, he's my 1800 right hand man.
Yeah.
You know where that 1800 went, don't you?
Let's see, you took it to Pop's Quest and shot it.
No. I gave it to Miss Belmy.
Yeah, I'm thinking that once I pick up a 10 millimeter, my next victim is going to have to be some reloading equipment. I've just spending so much time listening to the guys and stuff. I think I'm to the point now where I would almost be dangerous reloading something. So I'm getting close. But I think I've picked up enough and learned enough to where I could get started in that and completely, not sleep, just work, reload, and shoot and do live shows. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get into reloading here. As soon as I pick up a 10mm, that's gonna be my next victim, is reloading.
When I had my 10mm, that's what got me into it. And BePro, I got a Loadmaster, and I really like the blue stuff, but the Loadmaster is doing just fine with as many rounds as I want to throw through it.
So I have to correct you real quick. Reloading from the hot pot. That is JanisGay, not BePro. Is JanisGay.
Just trying to be correct here. It's all right.
Until
there's no correction.
The end of the month. I do have until like the 25th or the 26th, but I do never expect to ever live it down. I still haven't decided yet if I'm going to change it back to just AllenBePro, or if I'm going to change it to like all internal tactical, or
either way, I'll tell you right now, either way, you will always be JanisGay.
I actually have you saved in my phone as Heath the Real JanisGay BePro Belcher. That's how your name is saved in my phone. Because I don't know what to call you, so that's how your name is saved in my phone and how I comment on your videos. So.
Yeah, I've been called lots and lots of different things. I'm pretty accustomed to it.
Hey, you did it to yourself, and you're stuck with it for life. So. And reloading from the hot pot. If you didn't realize, on my channel, there's no fucking PC, so cut that shit out.
Just trying to be nice for a moment. I won't ever let that happen again.
You take that snowflake shit and take it somewhere else.
Mr. JanisGay.
Better watch out. He's going to go to a safe space.
Oh, no.
Hey, Tom Olafson has a question. I think it's thrown out to anybody. He says, anyone planning to go to Dallas for the NRA meeting?
Sorry.
Well, I can spend my money on an airplane ticket, or I can spend my money on a new gun. I'm going to try the new gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, new gun.
I'm going to help the NRA by spending money and going blue.
Yeah, I would actually really love to go to the meeting in Dallas, but I would probably get arrested for mooning everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I have to interrupt. Tom has put out a new channel name for you. Mutual Satisfaction Tactical.
That's kind of politically correct.
Wow. Hey, hold on. It's kind of politically correct, but that's all right. I will allow it because it's Tom. I will allow it. Tom gets a free pass.
Tom, I love it, but both my ex-wives would disagree with you.
Oh,
well, I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at speed loading that thing. So
Tom is a funny fucker.
Yeah.
If you don't know Tom, Tom is fucking awesome.
Yes, he is.
I have had the pleasure of meeting Tom, shaking Tom's hand, and trust me, that guy is one hell of a man.
I'd like to meet him someday.
And the phenomenal donation that he put into the CMAX stuff, I actually won the first time. I was happy to pay that forward. It was an absolutely phenomenal donation. And it was, Tom, so that you know, I have been to that facility a number of times. I used to live just outside of Kingman, and so every now and then I would be able to schedule and go out to that facility and get some training in. So it's a place that I had been numerous times. Don't really have the availability in my life to do it now, and was happy to pay that forward to somebody else that had never been there.
Ed, you're pretty close to Tom, so you two can get together pretty much any time. You two are fairly close. And talking on that, Ed, Ed, when I have a chance, man, we're gonna get together here pretty soon too. You're only about 4 hours from me, so I will be driving to you here pretty soon. We're gonna get together and hang out, dude. What I'm waiting for is Florida Custom Weaponry to send me my gun back and send me that bill too. God knows how much that's going to be.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll probably be about $400 to $500, depending on how much time it takes. But
yeah,
I reckon I should hopefully have an email or a phone call here in the next couple of weeks. Let me know that's ready, so that can be sent back to me. I can pay for it and get it sent back. And then once I have that, I would love to come out, see you, man, and we can hang out, shoot some guns, have some fun. And Joey can shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we could. We can go over to St. Louis Sharpshooters, and I got a membership over there at their range in St. Louis. So,
would you get painted up?
If you didn't see the video way back when I did the Justin's Final Mission video, Joey, after Ed got his done, I decided I was going to call them up. So I called them up, and they are taking care of me and doing something pretty special, which I am not going to reveal until I get the firearm back.
Yeah.
I will tell you it is related to this. However, it is not blue and white.
It's rainbow colored, isn't it?
No, I am not a fucking snowflake, so fuck you.
Got yellow on one side and red on the other and green on the other side and blue.
No, that's definitely a JanisGay rifle there.
Yeah, that is.
Rainbow unicorn sucker caca.
Black rifle because it's actually the first AR that I ever built that was all black. And one of the things that I do wish that I could do is start another build, because this one's pretty much done. It was high speed, low drag, not going to be much added to it. So I am kind of wishing that I could build another one, and I almost want to build a pistol. I'm gonna run out of time with the JanisGay thing, but I was almost thinking about putting some colors on that would just like really offend people bad.
Well, hold on. You're gonna run
colors that make it pop.
Time, but you can always keep it. You don't have to change it.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
you don't have to change it.
Don't say you run out of time, because technically you don't have to do a fucking thing. So,
but I've gained as many subs as I can being gay, so now I think I need to be like homosexual or something.
Hold on, stop.
It's gotta be a he/she.
Hold on. Why don't you take one out of Tom's book and go Janice Mutual?
Mutually satisfying?
Jan goes both ways.
Like a kitchen door.
Oh boy.
What I want to know is, who is Jan to begin with? Who did you play this joke on? Who's Jan to begin with, and why? Well, tell me what happened.
Well, I was in Rich 4150's live stream, and I jumped out of the live stream and I changed my original AllenBePro to somebody else that happened to be in the room, Mr. Pop's Quest. I changed it to Pop's Queef. And so I was screwing around as Pop's Queef for a while. And then we had this troll jump in the side chat named Jan Hollander or something. And they were being terrible in the side chat. They were being fucking horrific trolls. And so I jumped in and changed the name to JanisGay. And hence I'm locked in. Because I did not know at the time, because I never read the fine print, that you couldn't change your name more than twice without being stuck in it for 90 days.
Oh, hold on. RL has a very good one out there too. Jan is Pivot Man.
Oh, wow.
Warthog with Jan is a switch hitter.
I guess it's better than
hilarious.
Man in the Middle.
Tom says that name.
Keep them coming, guys, because trust me, we're gonna pick one tonight for JanisGay. When JanisGay ends, he will have to take one of the names in the side chat.
Bad Billy says there's no such thing as bisexual male. Either you suck cock or you don't. Well, the question is it gay because I'm sucking your cock, or is it gay because you're sucking my cock?
It's gay because you made eye contact.
Billy. I mean, who's gay in that situation?
All right,
One who makes eye contact.
Stop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut this shit off. Do not talk about sucking cock on my channel unless it's a woman sucking your fucking cock. Period.
Mrs.
Jan
Hot
goes both ways.
Well, I can't talk about Midas putting cream on his cock's head with his finger.
Yes, that is much better than you talking about you sucking someone else's cock or someone else sucking your cock. That is not a fucking woman.
I don't have roosters. Hold
on. One AR Spider 74. Jan is trisexual.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. You can try it all you want, but it's only kinky the first time.
All right.
Bald and Curious, I know you've got a link. You gonna come in here and save this shit show? Come on.
You're creating this fucking shit.
We'd like to see you try to communicate with Joey.
Hey, you didn't see that video we did? It was impossible.
Hold on, I tell you what, Bald and Curious, you jump in here. I will kick out JanisGay.
He's fumbling right now.
Oh, Bad Billy 429, AllenBePro gay. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Now I did have a bunch of guys create a bunch of channels, and they created a bunch of Allens basically, and they jumped into Rich 41's 50 chat and tried to take over for a little while. And one of the guys said his name was AllenBePro gay. There was Alan B. Soso or Alan B with Aunt B. There was all kinds of Alan names in that chat. It was hilarious, but not everybody got the joke. It was basically a big joke on me.
I like the Jan's by curious.
And they just coming up with good names for you, Alan. I don't know.
Rainbow Allen.
Yeah, I
Rainbow
don't
Boy
know.
Allen.
When I am able to change it again, I don't know if it resets my 2 times that I can change it, or if the next time I change it, I've got another 90 days that I have to go through.
I think
Well, you know, there's only one way to find out.
Just do it.
Exactly, Joey. Exactly. There's only one way to really find out. And once they're able to let me change it again, I'm going to have to change it to something. And I don't know if I'm going to go straight back to AllenBePro or not. You know, pretty much
you gotta go
everybody.
back to You got to go back to AllenBePro because I'm tired of having my boss custom music writing stuff on a gay channel. I mean, here I am writing custom music for you on my other classical music channel, and it's on a freaking gay channel now. I got like screwed there.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you didn't pick up some subs there.
I might have some gay subs there.
I'm surprised you still haven't offered to fucking make me one. What the fuck, dude?
Dude, man, you got my email and my phone number. Call me up. I'll hook you up.
You got fucking JanisGay. You're probably losing fucking viewers, and you fucking
probably
offered to make me one. Like, what the fuck, dude?
It honestly has screwed me out of business.
Let me know what I
want. I've actually had 3 companies now turn it down because of the JanisGay name. Hence,
that's racist.
I also have the other channel, BPro Reviews, and I'm not sure how, but somehow I've got like twice as many subs on BPro Reviews than I do on AllenBePro. But in looking at those subs, most of them are Russian. So I'm not sure.
They recommended from Alaska here.
Russian collusion
are
there
you,
or not.
Are you reviewing stuff from China?
Actually, the last thing that I put on that channel is this Logitech camera right here. So it very well might have been because of that. Yes, I got no problem with Russians, especially young Russian females. They're pretty nice. Yeah, at least from a distance.
Oh, there's a lot of good looking ones up close.
Yeah, if they're anything like the girls that they send to Olympics, yeah. Those are some beautiful women. Absolutely. Those girls could absolutely make a blue calendar. No problem.
Yeah.
You understand why
Scotland would know what the girls look like on a blue calendar, but
you have seen the female Russian Olympians, right?
Oh yeah.
Steroid queens, kings, whatever they might be.
Well, I'm talking about certain fields. I don't want no deadlifter fucking Russian chick, dude.
You didn't specify.
That's why I'm elaborating now. Because those girls not only are their legs as thick as my waist, but they've got more hair on them than my ass does. So I mean that's just wrong.
You're the fan. You said it.
Yeah.
We have a lot of those Russian women here in Alaska. that used to be a Russian colony. So, either they're Russian or they're native Alaskan with a Russian last name, and they're big around. Very, it's bad. If there's a hot chick here, she's already been taken for 10 years. She has at least 3 boyfriends and two kept on the chain. Kept on the leash. So, it's every man for himself here. Yeah, you got to get you one that's big to keep you warm in the winter, though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a big woman, but I mean a big like furry Alaska, a spherical woman. I mean, there's I'm not really into that anymore.
Any less?
Anymore.
Or any less.
Hold on. Any more because JanisGay.
Because
that's true.
Gay.
He's not into women anymore.
Gay because of AllenBePro. A true statement.
He turned her. He turned her.
Oh God.
He, she, whatever, whatever you want to call it. Yep. Went the other way.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a big woman. It's just a big woman that has more facial hair than me. There's something wrong with that.
Kind of turns you off, doesn't it?
I'm sorry. I gotta give a quick shout out. Modern Mountain Man's out there. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you.
Yeah, that's a good channel. Y'all should subscribe to Modern Mountain Man.
Yeah,
I'm
I am
subbed
sub
in.
to him. Yeah, definitely sub to him. Good guy.
Yeah, I think that now I'm gonna issue it out there, and I don't know if it'll fly, but I think that Modern Mountain Man and Phil M. Rivers should have a battle of the beards.
I agree with that. Modern Mountain Man, he's just been called out.
Yeah, that would be an epic one. I think that would be an absolutely phenomenal one. I know Modern Mountain Man. He's an absolutely cool cat, man. He turns out some great stuff. And pitting him against Phil M. Rivers, pitting those beards together, I would do it.
All right, he's in, dude. He's in.
So he's
in.
Yeah, I love his name though, the Modern Mountain Man. That's a good name. And
Beard on. He's in.
Beard on.
Yeah, I only have mine for another month and a half or so. So
Modern Mountain Man's definitely better than JanisGay. Not anything out of Deliverance there.
Let's see. Triple M versus JanisGay. I'm sorry. I'm going.
all right, Phil. Are you willing to accept that challenge while you still have your beard? Are you willing to accept the challenge of a beard off with the Modern Mountain Man?
Sure, I love your videos on the beard off. So those are cool.
There we go. Hell yeah. There we go. Boom.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
All right, excellent. We got another battle of the beards going on.
We do have a good question
from you, Phil. What I need from you, and what I need from you, Mr. Modern Mountain Man, is I need a picture of you gentlemen, so that I can do the judging on that. I need a picture sent to my email. So AllenBePro@g. All right. So yeah.
So you don't have a JanisGay email yet?
We will do another battle of the beards.
We're gonna throw a twist into this one. Not only will AllenBePro, JanisGay be judging this one, I'm gonna judge this too.
Oh, we'll do a collaborative on this.
We will do a collaborative because you know what? I'm not involved in this. I've been involved in every other one. I will not be involved in this one. I'm going to be judging too.
There you go.
Well, you can't have 2 men judge panel. You got to have at least 3. You have to have at least 3 to make it. You need a third. I'll jump in on that.
No, well, hold on. Sorry, Chuck. You got to have a beard, dude. You don't have a beard.
Yeah, I have just a good.
You got bum fluff on your face, dude. You got bum fluff.
Well, I currently don't. I
got a better beard than JanisGay.
That's true.
You have bum fluff.
That's solid fact right there, man. Solid fact. He's got more of a beard than I do right now.
Doesn't have a beard. If we're gonna invite anyone else into this, I'm sorry, but Joey fucking Cuz qualifies for something once in his life.
Wow,
He's got a beard.
Yeah,
I
he
don't know
can have
whether
it.
to take that as a compliment or an insult.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Left-handed compliment.
It was both, but I used my right hand, not my left.
Well,
Hey Ed, somebody wants to know what you're drinking. Yankee 4 wants to know what you're drinking.
what I'm drinking?
Tell him it's none of his damn business.
The Two-Hearted Ale.
Super
He just caught me at the
IPA.
right time. I don't drink this all the time, like Ebony says, but yeah, I had some tonight, so I figured I'd drink one.
Tonight's episode of Foreign Domestic is sponsored by Two-Hearted Ale.
That's right.
I prefer this one. It's a nice name. The Blithering Idiot.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, dude. No, if you haven't tried that, try it. It's some good fucking shit.
That is good stuff. And
Blithering
you drink 2 or
Idiot.
3
I
of these,
love
you
that.
will be a blithering idiot.
Boy,
I
I
told a
cannot
couple people at
find
work
any
that.
decent beers like that at all around here. I would love to try me some Blithering Idiot.
I
That
will
doesn't sound
send
right.
you some Blithering Idiot.
Who makes that?
It's a Weyerbacher.
Weyerbacher?
Yeah, Weyerbacher. It's a very good beer actually.
Yeah.
I've had like 3 or 4 of their different beers. They're very, very good. Most of them are 10% or more.
Yeah, this is the Merry Monks, which is it's only like a 9.3, but they're out of Easton, PA, which I'm not sure where that is. I think it's out east. So,
Let's see, Eastern PA, out east. I would have to agree.
It's got to be the west side.
well, it's Easton, PA. I'm not sure where that is.
Ed, you have a visitor. Ed, don't turn around. Ed, don't turn around.
Don't turn around. Yeah, I know.
Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
There she is. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing fine.
How's it going,
The
Joe?
last time that I got on here.
Yep.
Good to see you. Joe.
Good night, guys.
She's making
I
sure.
can't say good
Oh,
night.
you come in to say goodnight. I mean, we wanted Ed to get up and you to sit down. You're a lot easier to look at than he is.
Maybe
That's
Friday
for
night.
sure.
Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night. I get off early.
Oh, Lord.
You heard it here live, Blog Talk Radio with Joel's Friday night.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sponsored by Two-Hearted Ale.
Live.
Oh,
All right.
jeez.
Good night, guys.
Good to see you,
Good
Joel.
night.
All right, next time.
And there she goes. Oh, jeez.
Well, congratulations, Ed. It appears that you married up.
Hey, Ed's got himself a good woman, dude.
Yeah. Well, the first one that I was married to was she became a lawyer, so what can I tell you?
We'll leave it at that. It didn't end well.
That pretty much says it all.
Yeah. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, Modern Mountain Man, Phil M. Rivers, go ahead and send those beard pics to me. I will forward them on to the new judges, the Crazy Scotsman, and Mr. Joey Cuz. Those guys will get together and do the Battle of the Beards.
And that one's going to be an epic one.
There you go.
I think we need to do this in a different format. I think we need to set this up where we do this judging live. So you, me, and Joey get together, pick a night, and do it live.
Oh yeah, so you really put everyone on the spot.
That's a good idea. But hey, guys, I got to go. I got to get up in the morning, so I'm going to flash my piece I brought tonight. I brought the TriStar C100, Canic 55. TR Prepper's got one of these, man. These are sweet shooters. Ballistics. This is a really nice double stack 9mm. Economical.
Yeah, I might have to look at that.
Reliable. Hammer fire. Single double action. You
got
can
a
pick
good
one up
price
for a
too.
couple $100. Holds 15 plus 1.
Nice. Might have to pick that up.
17 plus 1.
Excellent,
Very nice.
Excellent. All right, guys. You all have a good night. I got to be
All
at
right,
work
you
in the
too.
morning.
Thanks for
right,
jumping
Yeah,
in,
Hot.
Reloading. Always wonderful to see you. It's absolutely phenomenal always having you.
Thank you very much,
Great
guys.
channel.
Everybody on here and everybody out there. Peace.
Peace.
Keep blowing the smoke.
Keep blowing the smoke.
Oh my.
All right. How about it, JanisGay? We do a live beard off.
I think we can get that accomplished. I think we need to stay on point between everybody, but yep, I positively think we can get that accomplished.
Hey, doesn't Pops Quest, isn't he got a beard now?
Somewhat, but no, I don't think he has enough of a beard to do challenge anybody. I mean,
I was gonna say,
Just
he
be
could
specific. How long does it have to be?
He could challenge JanisGay and win hands down.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying there's a requirement on the length?
Or he could challenge, Chuck and hands down win.
Now,
That's a good question,
I've done,
Joey.
in the past, I've done 5 different categories. I've done 5 different categories. One is shape. One is color. One is the badassery factor. One is the God, I can't remember them off the top of my head now.
Side note, I won the
SoCo.
motherfuckers.
I can't remember them off the top of my head now because, well, I've been drinking half the day, tell you honestly.
Yeah, SoCo will do that to you.
Yeah, how much of that bottle's left now?
Maybe a third.
Oh my!
I was gonna say that was a pretty early video you put up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cracked that dog
WTS
when I got home.
WTS SoCal. Pops has a longer beers than you, Dodd. Dude, are you drunk?
That or his spell check's fucking up on him.
It's California, man. What do you expect? California.
Yeah. SoCal, it's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Kaylin Strain. Seriously lacking in the tactical hair or facial hair department.
Kaylin is a great gal. She's got an absolutely phenomenal sense of humor. She puts out some pretty good videos.
Yeah.
If you haven't met Kaylin yet, I do encourage you to go check out her channel.
Yeah.
She's an awesome gal.
She's pretty cool. She supports a lot of stuff we do here, so absolutely check her out.
That's a good lady there.
Yeah, and she supports a lot of what we do, man. She supports the us on the Ebomi side as well with the youth giveaway and all that stuff. She's a big supporter of all the stuff we're doing. So
yeah. That's the thing, you have a channel and there's a lot of people out there that you don't even know until you get into something like this, to go over and support them. So.
So Kaylin just put a comment out there about put a gun in my hands and I guarantee the bullets will go in the dirt. Well, everyone is new when it,
everybody does that.
Everyone has it. Everyone has that time. Well, the biggest thing there is just making sure you have someone that you can get with that will help you learn and train you, teach you the basics, go through the things you need to know. So. don't think that you can't do it.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Hell, I had a couple people in earlier today, for example. They were new shooters. They were scared. They were with one was with her husband, and it was her friend also joined them, and they were both scared. Don't be scared. Start with a 22. Start with a 38. Start with a 9mm. Whatever fits their hand the best is what they got to start with. The biggest thing is don't push what you think is right. Push what feels right to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's well said, really well said. I used to work in an indoor range in Atlanta, and so many people would say, my wife needs that 38 special, or my wife needs that 357 Magnum, or my wife needs to try that 45, and my girlfriend needs to try that 45. And it was crazy. Like the people, they would come back in and go, I don't like this. It's too loud. It's too jumpy. It kicks too much. And it's like, here, try the 22. You know, I would even waive like the gun rental fee for the range and just be like, just try it. And they go in there, they like it, then they start just developing and get to the point where they like shooting 9mm and they like coming back. And that's
a prime example, Chuck, was last weekend. I had someone come in, and I hate saying it, but typical blonde California type style girl comes in with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend's like, she wants to try that Glock and a 40.
Oh,
and I'm like, you understand?
No,
40 is very, very snappy, right? And he's like, well,
please
yeah,
tell me it wasn't a 27.
She's good, whatever. And she gets out there, and I shit you not, she points, she pulls, and the fucking gun goes way the fuck up here.
Yeah,
and if it wasn't for the fact that we have range safety officers on there at all times, I guarantee you the next round would have gone somewhere it shouldn't have gone.
Absolutely. And 40s, you know, they're so snappy and they kick so much, they're not the right gun to start someone off on. I mean, all of us that are outdoorsmen, we started off with a 22 on Granddad's farm or on, you know, somewhere out there plinking, you know, beer cans or plinking Coke cans, you know. That's what we started on. I fired my first gun plinking bottles and cups in the truck when I was 8. I mean, it's a 22. That's what you start on. That's what, I mean, all of us probably started something similar. How'd you guys start?
I'm a little different from most of you. I started with a 30-06, but that's just me.
Yeah, that was the same day I shot a 38, a 30-06. That was my introduction to firearms.
Yeah, I started with 30-06.
Question, Chuck. The very first gun that I think I ever fired was a 38 special.
Yeah.
Out of a 357, but it was a 357 Blackhawk with like a 10-inch barrel.
Oh, I've shot those. No recoil.
Hold on. Kaylin Strain's out there again and says that her vision's not the greatest, and that's why she can't shoot for crap. You just got to develop the things that you want to do. So if you're only looking to carry a gun for self-defense, then you got to work on that short distance, because 99 times out of 10 or 99 times out of 100, whatever you want to do, you're going to be within, 10 feet. So you don't have to work on, shooting 100 fucking feet. You got to work on shooting 5 to 7, 10 feet. And that's where you want to be at. So you got to work on that. Don't worry about shooting fucking 100 yards. That shit don't matter.
No, you should be just able.
Modern Mountain Man says single shot 22. And, a lot of people started out shooting actual firearms on 22s. And that's really a great way to go. Chuck, you did a flyby of a pistol earlier, and I believe that one is a 22.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to show a Glock on there, so this is the closest non-Glock I got next to me. I don't want to piss the Scotsmans off, so hey, if it can't be killed with a 22, you don't need to be shooting at it, right?
Now, I have a
Smith and Wesson
question.
Victory.
And for those of you that don't know what that is, that's a Smith & Wesson Victory.
I have to ask you
great gun.
something about that gun.
All right.
Almost got it.
Did you figure out the bolt bounce issue with that?
You know, I never did. I really haven't looked at it again. I actually, some people put in the comments that almost every 22 and a lot of guns in general actually do that. If you record them in high enough slow motion, almost every gun is bolt bouncing just about. If you were to do like a really, $20,000, 25,000 frames per second camera, you would actually see that bolt bounce in an AR-15 half the time. And so it's actually just a little worse on the Smith & Wesson Victory as it bounced in the slow motion on that really cheap camera that I have that I need to just shoot. And you can actually see that bolt bounce back and forth. But no, I haven't figured it out, and I really haven't taken any footage of it with it since. But thinking about making a Tide Pod video with it, shooting Tide Pods and making a Tide Pod challenge. But that was still last week. So
let me ask you this: what ammunition have you put through it?
Well, that was the little Federal 38 grains that come in the 40 round boxes. That little stuff, but I put everything through it, and it feeds everything just fine, except it didn't like stingers. It jammed once on those, and it didn't like the little copper rounds that you have to buy in California. There was a box here, so I tested them. But other than that, it does a great job. The subsonic loads from CCI, the little 45 grain going like 950, it feeds them pretty well, but I think it'll feed them better when the back pressure gets on from the suppressor. So I'm just waiting for that bad boy to come in.
And this might seem like a dumb question, but have you cleaned the gun yet?
Yes. Yeah, that gun's been cleaned quite several times. It's not that hard to take apart, but you just got to make sure you do it the right way. It's just one bolt. I don't really like the way it takes apart, but it's neither here nor there. It just you got to unscrew a bolt from the bottom to take it apart, and it's an Allen key hex screw type thing. So you got to unscrew it from the bottom, and it's kind of a bad way to design a gun that you have to unscrew it to bolt it together. See if I can show it right there. Yeah, you got to get an Allen key right in here, and.
Has that bolt come on loosened up as you've been shooting it? Because I actually just got one of those probably the middle of last year, and it hasn't done it on me yet.
Actually,
yeah, actually, it's supposed to put in there.
I haven't had it loosen up or anything. It's just it's a great gun, and it just seems to be in that slow motion. Like it never misfed, it never did anything wrong. It's just when the gun I'll unload it for your snowflakes, but the bolt was literally just bouncing like this. If you check out that video, it would bounce like that as it was closing. And so that's the main issue with this gun is as it was closing. So in my opinion, if you had something that was more powerful, like a Stinger or Interceptor round, if it was bouncing from higher recoil, it could cause a problem. And they've actually had a lot of problems with these guns with different springs and ejector springs breaking. And I think that's the main cause is that people are shooting too heavy of a round in it, and then the spring breaks when the bolt bounces.
Well, let me ask you this. Have you called Smith yet?
I have not called Smith on that, and that's just been the time because I got a 4.5 hour time difference when I'm rushing to work to do it, and that's really the only time to call is when I'm going to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, 12 noon your time, Scott. So.
Well, I honestly would say call Smith because I guarantee you if it's an issue that they think they can fix real easy, they'll send you the parts and you can fix it. Yeah, that's definitely true. I actually lost the part when I first bought it and first cleaned it, and they sent me the part free of charge, which was awesome of them. So it was dumb of me, but awesome of them. I tried to pay for that thing; they wouldn't let me pay for it. Yeah, no, I've talked to Smith a few times on various different things, and they've sent me all kinds of shit for free. They won't let you pay for it at all. They won't.
What's that?
They won't let you ever pay for shit. They'll send it right to you. If you call them, you got an issue, they send it to you for free.
Yeah, that was awesome of them. So I've really had good luck with their customer service.
Now, look, the next question that I have about those is reliability. I know 22. Yeah, okay, you're going to have some problems with light strikes or whatever, or bad primers. But with what you now know, you have a bolt bounce issue. Do you have any reliability issues with it?
Never. The only reliability issues I've had is, all 22s are ammo picky. So if you buy a 22, it's going to be ammo picky. So in my opinion, the auto match, anything that's a high velocity round, it is fed just fine. Hyper velocity rounds, no good. Subsonic rounds, hit or miss, depends on just how much back pressure they create. Standard velocity, hit or miss, depends on how much back pressure they create. A lot of those are subsonic too. So, or barely, right at that subsonic marker. So I've not really had any issues out of that gun as far as shooting regular, just, 36, 38 grain or 40 grain solids or copper plated solids or 36 grain hollow points. Any of those, whether it's Remington or Federal or Winchester, as long as it's a good batch, definitely haven't had any problems out of it. I can't wait to try out this stuff. I got this stuff. Let me grab this stuff right here. This I found, I pulled a shift at Cabela's once or twice on the weekends just to make some extra money, support the channel and the habit. And I found this M22 stuff. It's a 1,000-round box for about $55, which is pretty good up here. And so I bought that on my last day that Cabela's had the discount for employees. They actually took away discount for employees. Cabela's did, or when Bass Pro just bought them. So I can't get any ammo at a discount anymore. So it's crazy. So. Yep.
That sucks.
So don't support Cabela's until they redo that in, or Bass Pro, which they're high on guns anyway. I mean, why would you? I might get fired for saying this on YouTube, but I really don't care right now.
Yeah, you never know the kind of the types of people that work at Cabela's are they're kind of weird. They're kind of freaks.
Thanks.
So, you never know what they're gonna do.
I'll tell you what though, when you're in Anchorage, the people at the Cabela's there are pretty nice. So most of them.
Yeah, hell, if I was working at Cabela's in Anchorage, I'd probably be pretty damn nice myself. Hell, if I was working at a gun store anywhere, I think I'd be pretty damn nice myself.
Yeah, you got all those toys around you all the time. Now, yeah. Speaking of which, who's going to fly up and see me first?
But I would be able to carry like extra speed clips and stuff to be able to be able to pick up something out of the case if I needed it. But at least I'd be working in a gun shop. I would absolutely that would be the cat's meow out of me.
I'm not going to jump in and say anything, but guys, best fucking job ever. I love my fucking job. Fuck y'all. If you don't like it, I fucking love my job.
Yeah. Scotsman here. Let me call you number one because I can't say enough of how jealous I am. You are the number one fucker on the entire panel.
That's right. Number one fucker in the entire panel. Carry every motherfucking day, bitches.
Hey, Chuck, I wish
I can't even have anything in my car.
Let me ask you guys a question. What do you think about this Hudson H9?
Oh, expensive.
Yeah.
Too rich for my blood.
I would buy a 10 millimeter. That's all I got to say.
Honestly, I trust KS Gun Guy's review on it, man. He's responded to several of my comments on his videos. He seems like a good guy, KS Gun Guy. And his review on it was if you didn't see that, I mean, that's a bigger channel than most of us, but it's if you haven't seen that review, that's a good one to watch on it. He didn't want to bash it, but like his local gun shops has a policy where if you don't like a gun, you can return it for your money, and they sell it used, and that's what he ended up doing with it. So go check out his review on it. So he said it shot well except for the jams. Just jammed, didn't feed all the time.
Yeah, I heard that it's supposed to be a lower bore axis, for recoil and stuff. And I saw one at my gun store the other day, and kind of fondled it a little bit, and haven't really seen a whole lot on it. So I guess I'll go over and check out. I mean, I think I'm subbed already to KS Gun Guy. Probably didn't get notified.
Yeah, Bold and Curious has one too, and supposedly he hasn't had any problems with his.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard really, really, really positive things about him almost across the board. The only negative thing that I've heard about him is the price. But you gotta keep in mind that they're kind of a startup company. These people, this couple built this particular weapon from the ground up, and so they are kind of a startup company. They've put a lot into it, and so far I've heard raving things about it. I have yet to hold one. I have yet to touch one. But KS Gun Guy is a great person to look at for that if you've got the time to watch his reviews. That's the one thing that we give him crap about is that his reviews are entirely too long.
And I am the number one person that gives him shit about how long his reviews are. And to this day, I will continue to do so, give him shit. Because he needs to cut that shit under fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's not Such with like a 20 or 30-minute review.
I'm sorry,
no.
but
Even
I
worse.
work fucking almost 70 hours a fucking week. I ain't got time to watch a fucking 20-minute review.
What about what? It could be worse, man. It absolutely could be fucking worse. You could be watching Nothing Fancy.
Oh my god!
Or I could be watching JanisGay.
Hey, JanisGay turns out 3 7-minute videos at most. Most of my videos aren't really all that long, but fucking
I'll tell you,
damn, man, that guy can go on for a half hour about a fucking one knife.
In the last like 3-4 days, there's probably been like 60 videos plus came out, and from everyone that I'm sub with, and there's no way in hell I can watch all of them. There's just no fucking way. I work fucking 14 hours a day. There's no fucking way in hell I can do it.
Hey, Razor JB says they've had 6 of the H9s returned to his local gun store in the last 3 months. That's
wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Man, you get less Tauruses returned to you.
Yeah. People probably just throw them away.
True.
Yeah, Razor, do you have any idea why? Yeah, Razor's always good for good information. When he says something, it's solid. He knows that's exactly what's happening. So yeah.
Recoil spring on all of them.
Recoil spring on all of them.
So what exactly is happening with the recoil spring?
Probably underpowered, which causes jams.
I'll tell you. Over the years, all right. So prime example, Berettas. Berettas normally come with a plastic guide rod and then the spring. I have changed every single one I own to a metal guide rod and spring. And the reason I do that is not because it's cheap and it's crap, whatever. I change them out because it does help reduce a little bit of that recoil, and it helps keep that muzzle down. And in effect, I've never had an issue ever since I've changed any of them. And I never really had too much of an issue when they were the plastic guide rods. I honestly just prefer having a steel guide rod in there. I do with all my guns. My CZ, all those guns. Every one of them, if they don't have a steel guide rod, I buy a steel guide rod.
I second that. One other thing it does is
Razor's saying that it wasn't the recoil spring, that it was the guide rod protruding outside of the gun. And I started to actually have that happen in a couple of different weapons, and when I changed them out to stainless guide rods, I no longer had that issue. But I too will change out guide rods to metal guide rods, and even though I've never actually had a failure of a polymer guide rod, I will still change them out every now and then.
One thing about the metal guide rods, is they actually improve accuracy. The Glock 21 that I did the 45 Super conversion on, shoots way better.
Hold on. You said Glock. You're done. You said Glock. You're done. In all seriousness, I've changed every one that has not been a steel guide rod. I've switched them to a steel guide rod. It cost me $10-15 to buy that guide rod. And trust me, it is well worth it on any gun you own. If you can afford to do it, just do it.
Definitely.
Even if it's a fucking piece of shit Glock.
Bam.
What's the thing against Glocks? Seriously.
All right. So my personal thing against Glock is they're overpriced for what they are. They don't ever put fucking steel sights on there, which they should and can do. And I've had multiple fucking reps tell me that they don't do it in order to keep the cost down, which is to a degree. It's true, but their costs are still fucking high considering what you get on that gun. Now, every time they make a change and they put out, Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, there's really no fucking change. They've gone back and forth between a fucking Gen 2, a Gen 3, or Gen 4. Now we have this Gen fucking 5, and all I've done is gone back and forth between the things they did in the previous times. Whoa. Make a fucking change. Make a fucking change. Don't keep doing the same over and over and going back and forth and flipping it here and there. No, actually make a goddamn fucking change and put something on that the people are asking for.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah, they haven't put in the front. They haven't put in the front slide serrations, which everybody has asked for multiple times. They finally took out the finger grooves, which in the Gen 5, but I understand where you're coming from.
That's my fucking problem with them. I'm not saying
so I've got a little bit of set of different problems when it comes to Glock. They don't make a
bad gun. It's not that it's a bad gun. It's that I don't agree with how they operate.
I can agree with that. I mean, AllenBePro here, he limp wristed them, so that's his problem with them.
He limp wristed everything, apparently. Ask Robin. Robin will tell you he limp wrists.
Yep.
Well, in all actuality, Robin was the only one to be able to limp wrist anything. Even her Glock that I shot, I did not have any malfunctions with. I've owned Glock before. And this is one of the reasons why I have problems with Glock. And I have problems with Glock for a lot of the same reasons that Scotsman has said before. They take away something, they put something else in, they call it innovative, and it's not innovative, it's something that they've recycled. So I have problems with that. But one of the problems that I have personally with Glock is I bought a Glock 19 and I could not get through a single magazine through the dang thing. Could not do it. I bought separate mags thinking, well, maybe it's just the mags. I did some polishing. I did everything I could to try to get this thing to cycle the way that Glock perfection is supposed to cycle. and be as reliable as Glock is supposed to be. And that's the big claim to fame that everybody makes, is Glock is all reliable. And I could not get that thing to cycle through a single magazine for nothing. And this is, I ended up putting like 400 rounds through this thing, trying to get it to do what it was supposed to do. So I had that major problem with it, and that really turned me off on Glock, for one. For two, for some reason, I don't know if it's the trigger. I don't know. I think it's the trigger, but I don't know if it's a trigger, if it's a grip angle, or what the deal is. To me, shooting a Glock is very bland. Yes, most of the time when the ones that shoot, they're reliable. They'll fire every time, but they're kind of dull to shoot. They're just kind of boring to me. And that's a personal thing. That literally doesn't have anything to do at all with however anybody else thinks. To me, the trigger and just the feel of it, it's just a very boring firearm to me.
I have never liked the triggers whatsoever. Just like you said, they're kind of boring. The restat's not that great. I'm sorry, guys. Buy a fucking CZ.
Yeah, I think I'm going with the CZ next. I'm going with CZ next. Now, I've actually had 3 problems with the Glock. So I'll tell you my problems, and I'm a Glock fanboy. So, number 1, I had a Glock 23, and this is more a problem with a 40 caliber, is it blew up on me. I was taking this cute girl shooting and bragging about how reliable Glocks are, and of course, right next thing that happens is the Glock 43 blows up in my hands. I was like 21 at the time. It was like a first handgun, and it blew up my cans. What happened is Ray Vaughn, who's the gunsmith on Iraq Veteran 88, he was working in the shop there with me. I literally worked right down the road from that shop, and he had told me that 40 caliber was having some problems, especially with federal ammo being overpressured. And it was a federal Hydroshock I shot at the time. I was shooting some carry ammo just to make sure it worked right, and it blew up. He told me that it had a ammonia spill beneath some of the brass at the plant later they didn't know about, and that's why 40s were blowing up a lot, because the ammonia had seeped into the brass. And but I literally, living in Atlanta at the time, I literally took it to the Smyrna plant, and they fixed it for me for nothing, for free. And so that was pretty good. And that, the strength of the Glock frame and the Glock slide actually saved my life, because I actually had a piece come back a little bit towards my face, but just a little bit. I think it was the ejector flew by my ear, or extractor flew by my ear. I was 21 at the time. I didn't know that much about guns. But that's the first problem I've had with Glock. And it took me years to go from SIG back to Glock. But I left my SIG with my ex-wife like an idiot. And so I deserve some ragging for that one. But there's that. And then my Glock 43 on that bear charging video I was showing to you, it actually jams on that last shot. If you could see on the very first one where I draw and I fire 6 shots, I have 8 shots in that gun. And I've found out that it's that Buffalo Bore plus P plus ammo does not cycle with the Vickers Tactical or the Ghost Tactical springs that on the 8-round mag extensions. Those springs are a little weaker, and it's the same problem I have with my Glock 21 in the 45 Super. The springs are too tight for the wrong guide rod. It's all the wrong thing. Those high-pressured plus P plus 124 Buffalo bores will actually cause it to jam unless you have just the factory thing. So if you go and check that bear charging video out, you'll notice that my Glock locks open on the 6th round when it has an 8-round extension in it. And I cut it out a little bit just to save some time, but not because I'm a Glock fanboy. But also, my very first time shooting my Glock 40, it was jamming, but I think it was those Privy Partisan rounds I was shooting. They were loaded so light, they were getting like 920 with a 180 grain bullet, and they wouldn't move that heavy Glock 40 side. But Juke on Juke's Outdoor Ventures, he had problems with his Glock 22 and had to get a different one. He said that thing was jamming like crazy. So any gun can be a good or a bad gun. It just depends on how well you take care of it, if you've got the right parts in it and all those kind of things.
Yeah, I didn't actually notice on the bear charging drill video that actually happening. I didn't notice that, but I had noticed that before you had mentioned the privy ammo is basically just crap ammo.
It's good brass. It's good brass. I got some 10mm brass for you there, Scotsman.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude. I'll take.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, but you can't ship ammo back to Alaska, so you're just gonna have to shoot it up for me.
I'll shoot it up for you. Don't you worry. I'll take good care of it. I'll even do a video just for you. I will go by and do a ballistics video just for you.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. I appreciate it.
Now, I know there's been a number of guns shown, but we haven't actually done a gun check. So, yeah, the SIG 3 P320. This one has gone through the factory, so I can drop it. Watch.
You can jump if you want. I will not drop my CZ on the floor. I like my CZ very much. I'm very happy with my CZ. And yes, I will baby the shit out of this gun. And I will not drop it on the floor.
That's one sexy beast. I wouldn't throw her to the floor anyway.
No, my Beretta M9A3, with this fancy tactical light and laser, thanks to Phil M. Rivers once again.
Light, laser, grenade launcher, that thing like shoots darts or something too, doesn't it?
And I might drop this because we will be doing torture tests. We're going to see how well this $30 light laser combo will stand up. It will be interesting. We're gonna do a water dump. We're gonna do a sand dump. We're gonna do a mud dump, and yeah, we'll see what the hell happens.
Oh, yeah. Are you really gonna put it all the way through the military arms channel
gauntlet?
The gauntlet.
I'm gonna torture test the shit out of this thing. I want to see what this $30 fucking light laser combo can do. And then we're going to give one to the C-Max giveaway right here, brand new in the fucking box.
Yeah, that dandelion light setup has been making a name. It's been making the rounds. It's been getting out there. I'm not sure who started it. It might have been Dirt Road that started it. Dirt Road WTF weapons training facility.
The first video I'm gonna do on this will be pretty much in the dark, so you can see how well the laser and the light actually works. And trust me, I'm actually very, very impressed. And again, I'm not very impressed by lights and fucking lasers on the gun whatsoever. But for $30, it's pretty fucking impressive what they do. Yeah. And that's why I want to torture test the shit out of this fucking thing.
Yeah, they originally came out, when I first saw it, it was $50 or $54, something like that. And they sent me a code for it, and I think I paid like 50 cents or something like that, 60 cents, something like that. And I was surprised how well it held up. I mean, I fired well over 100 rounds through the H&K with it, and it had powder burns on it, and the light still worked. The laser was stronger than the what the hell is that? The Crimson Trace that's on my son's Springfield, the XDS. It was stronger light than that.
That's what I'm saying. The laser on this thing alone is insane.
Yeah, I mean, at 25 yards, I could hit bowling pins in daylight with it.
I'm literally what I'm gonna do with the video is I seriously gonna take this outside and I'm gonna show you how far this thing will fucking go. From where I'm sitting right now to the back of my apartment is easily 25 plus yards, and the thing is brighter than all get up. And I kid you not, I want to take this outside. I'm going to show you how well it's going to work outside, and then I'm going to torture test the living shit out of it. On this gun, I will drop this in the fucking mud. I will drop it in water. I will drop it in sand, and I will do every fucking thing I can think of and see if this thing still works when I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Can I send you my 9E and to do that instead? You can send me that Beretta instead, or
you can send me your 9E, but I ain't sending you no fucking Beretta. I will happily take your 9E to do torture test with, so my Beretta stays nice and purty. But that's just for you guys. Like literally, I am very impressed with this thing for 30 freaking bucks. Yeah, I'm gonna torture test the shit out of this and see what happens. And I've always been interested in doing a torture test with my M9A3 just because I've seen so many tests out there with regular M9s, the 92FS, and all of that. Fuck it, why not? Why not? We're gonna torture test the piss out of that gun and that light and laser.
Do it, man. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it at negative 20 and 17 inches of snow on the ground.
It's about 20 degrees here right now, and I believe actually it's probably lower than that right now. I believe Wednesday when I'm supposed to be going down to Daniels is going to be around 20 degrees or so, and that gun will be going with me, and we will be doing the test on there at Daniels.
Good stuff. Good stuff. It's negative 20 here, so
Just,
it's actually negative 10 today.
Just so you know, part of that test there, Chuck, will be shooting this with the M9A3 with the light laser combo.
Hey, make sure you get good slow motion of that. Fill it with some tannerite.
You all got to teach me about slow motion video because I don't know shit about making videos, dude.
Yeah, it's with your editor.
Yeah, you can do it a couple of ways. One, you have to have a very, very good frame rate on the camera. So it's got to be at least 60 to 90 frames per second. And then when you slow it down, because no video camera actually takes a video that's just recording. It's a bunch of different pictures. So right now, this camera I'm on is probably taking 30 pictures per second. And so to get a good slow-mo, you're going to have something that has 110, 240 minimum. And the really, really cool slow-motion shots you see on like Tal Player Mouse and all those other channels, those are like 1,000 feet per second. And then you can get 1,000 frames per second. And then 25,000 frames per second, but you'd spend more than you would on a small house, you know. So it's just depends on how much money you want to save. But like the GoPro, the latest one, the Hero 6, I got my eye on it. It definitely can do 240 at 1080p, and so 240 frames per second. That'll slow everything down, and that's what the slow mo on my channel does. Is 240, but it's just not at 1080p. It's an old camera that does it like 240p. It's terrible. So. But you can slow it down with your editor as well. Most editors, I think even YouTube, when you upload it, has a slow down feature. I use just Windows Media Editor or Windows Video Maker, and sometimes I'll use the on my Mac, I'll use the iMovie, but both of them have slow down features. And if you're using a 60 frame per second camera, you should be able to slow things down decently, but you'll be able to tell the frames in between each thing. So, if I were drinking a cup right now with the 60 frame per second, it's going to look like this, in slow motion. Whereas, in a slow motion, it'll be really smooth with the 240 frame.
Gotcha.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why I've actually been looking into another camera. Is I definitely want to be able to have a higher frame rate. Not only just because I also need to need to boost my quality for the exterior shots. The interior shots, even just this little webcam does a lot better. Even you can't really tell on live streams because my internet sucks. It's terrible. But in actual videos, it does a lot better than what I was running on before, which was just my laptop and my cell phone. But having something with definitely some higher frame rate and a much bigger chip inside of it is looking really tasty to me.
Yeah, I use a Sony Handycam a lot. It's a nice little thing, and it has a 60 frame per second rate, which is going to be better than your standard cell phone. Really helps.
All right, guys, we've been going for a couple hours now. I think we pretty much killed it. We're almost we dropped a few viewers out there. So with that being said, let's run down the line. We'll start with Joey Ass Cuz. What's up, buddy?
Nothing. You guys want? Let's see. Check me out, Joey Cuz on YouTube. What I do? I just actually dropped a video today on Project Snowflake. We'll put some glass on her. What I put the Nikon M223 on there. Hopefully get that to the range pretty soon to sight it in. Other than that, oh yeah, I also forgot that you got me that Vortex too. I'm gonna put that on the Smith & Wesson Victory eventually, but got a couple things coming up, so that's about it.
So someone got you a Vortex?
Yeah.
Who was that guy?
I don't know, some asshole.
Yeah, that would be this asshole right here, motherfuckers. By the way, yeah. I keep telling all you fuckers, you need to hook up. You talk to me. I'll take care of you.
Yeah, you did. Like I said, now it's either it's going to go on the Smith & Wesson Victory, or I got to find something else and I'm going to put it on. Maybe put it on my.
Yeah,
SIG.
the crazy Scotsman has got the connections. I'm just saying.
He's like the guy in jail that you want.
Dude, I made that video. I don't know what, close to a year ago. Trust me, when I say I'm a made man, you need something, I can hook you up.
Well, you do me a favor. One day I'll ask you for a favor, huh?
That's right. That's right. You wait. When I come back and say, hey, I need something, guess what? You better fucking do it.
Yeah, I'll send you a couple 10-rounders. How about that?
You can stick those $10 up your rear end there, asshole.
Oh, yeah, that cheesy thing that you sent me to with the 10 rounds, that actually works in the shadow, too.
Yeah, go ahead and send them 10 rounders, Joey. It'll be good for practice and reloads, man.
No, if you guys didn't know, just for shits and giggles, I actually sent Joey a 10-round magazine with 9 rounds in it.
Yeah, cheap bastard couldn't even give me the 10th one.
Oh shit!
How did you shoot those reloads yet?
Yeah, when I went out to Bold, yeah, they all worked good. They were nice.
Good deal, man. Good deal.
So I guess Joey wouldn't be interested.
I'll send you some more, but I'll make sure you get 10 rounds apiece.
What was that, Phil?
Joey, you wouldn't be interested in this then. It's the P Mag 30 rounders for the AR.
Yeah, sure. As long as they're pinned to 10, and I am winking as I say that.
Yeah, because that's in the giveaway. So yeah.
Hey, Joey, I tell you what, man, I'll hold on to a couple of 30-round, 10-round mags just for you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
I got you, man. I got you. Or I'll give you a 100-round drum, 10-round drum.
Did you hear what he said that one night? Yeah, we should pin one of those 100 rounders and send it to Joey. I'm like, dick. 10 rounds probably wouldn't even make it out of the middle part of it.
Dude, I hold a couple of 30-round hex mags for you, Joey.
Thanks, Ed.
I think if I was to try and load that magazine right now, I think like 9 rounds would probably push it. Not even close to being down the middle of the first little part of that fucking magazine. Like, I'm not even shitting you. It's fucking insane.
Scotsman, just so that you know, because some people get butt hurt when I ban people from your channel. But there was an individual that was tearing down the Trump train. So I went ahead and banned him from your channel.
If he's tearing down Trump train, he can go fuck himself. Trump train, motherfucker. Trump train. America, baby. America.
Make America great again.
That's right. MAGA, bitches. MAGA. You're on my fucking channel. You don't fuck around. I got blue wrenches left, right, and fucking center. You don't like Trump? Fuck off. You're on the wrong channel. You don't like guns? Fuck off. You're on the wrong fucking channel.
And you don't like Jan being gay? Well, that's your problem.
Yeah, we just kind of deal with it.
That's your problem, not mine. Oh wait, it is.
It's not that. Hold on. It's not that we like JanisGay. We just deal with it. It's not. It's not.
We just tolerate it.
We tolerate it. Thank you. You
Gunwild does have a good question in the side chat. Joey, it's directed specifically to you. Can you legally own pre-owned mags, pre-banned mags? Can you legally own them?
Before the SAFE Act, you were able to own the pre-banned mags, but once they introduced the SAFE Act, there was no grandfathering in, so you had to get rid of all your pre-banned stuff.
Oh, that blows.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I have to give a quick shout out. Papa's Place, Papa Les, brother. I see you're jumping out of here and calling us all fucking losers. I love you, brother. You're a fucking awesome dude. Great guy. If you guys don't know who the fuck he is, go check him out. Awesome dude.
Dude, but the prices on those fucking things were ridiculous. Like a regular 30-round AR magazine went for like $85.
Oh,
oh shit.
Ooh.
Now,
Yeah,
how do
and
they know what's pre-ban and what's post-ban? It's not like magazines are serialized, thank God.
We'll put it this way: you couldn't get PMags.
Well, that brings up a good topic. Like here, so example in Ohio, for example, the Mossberg Shockwave. When it first came out, you could buy it legally, no problems. Now it's illegal. You cannot buy it, sell it in the state of Ohio.
Wait 1 second. You mean I can actually have something that you can't?
That is right. Yes, Joey, you can.
Oh, wow.
I cannot have. However, if you already bought it, you can still own it, which is kind of. I have to question that. How the fuck do you know? And it's very hard to do this. How do you know when that person bought it, how they bought it, where they bought it, unless you actually request all of the information, 4473, all of that shit, without actually having that? There's no way to fucking know when or how or when they bought it, where, wherever, all that shit.
Yeah, they'd have to ask you for the papers.
And legally, by law, they cannot ask you without a fucking warrant. So you really can't say it's illegal because without a warrant, you can't ask for that shit.
Yeah.
So essentially what you're saying, Scotsman, is they made it illegal at the seller's level. So the sellers can no longer sell it, but the people that already had it, had it.
Precisely. The state
Now, let's
made
say
it illegal. However, if you already own it, you can own it. But again, to my point, how the fuck do you know without requesting the stuff that you actually have to have a fucking warrant to request?
So that would just go as if it were used in a crime. They would go get a warrant for that, where that one was sold, and they can actually track through the ATF which serial number was gone where to which distributor and then to which shop eventually. and they would go to that shop and they would warrant that paperwork, and then they would see when it was sold, and it only would be to add another crime to the potential crime that was already allegedly committed. So, but speaking of the Mossberg Shockwave, I'd like to get one because they have the new pistol brace for it, and it's completely legal, and I think that'd be one heck of a bear defense gun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now in Ohio, are you allowed to sell between private buyer, seller, long guns without any paperwork? Well, I don't even know what that's classified as.
You can sell any gun you want without paperwork.
Oh, wow.
No, if
So,
hold on. If it's an NFA item, it has to have some type of paperwork. But if it's a regular long gun or a pistol, yes, you can sell it without paperwork.
Now they classify.
So what about the Shockwave?
That's an NFA.
Well,
The
no,
Shockwave.
it's not an NFA.
Oh, wow.
And that's the issue. That's what I'm saying. So this firearm is deemed illegal in Ohio. However, if you already fucking own it and you want to sell it because you know it's deemed illegal, or, you know, if someone was to say, hey, you have this firearm, you technically can't have it. Well, if they bought it before it was banned in Ohio, yes, they can legally own it, but there's no way to prove it unless you have
Paperwork on it.
paperwork to say, hey, yes, this person bought it then, blah, blah, blah. But that requires a warrant in order to get that paperwork.
Crazy.
So there's a lot of gray areas. There's a lot of double-edged swords when it comes to the Shockwave in Ohio.
Nice.
So is it just a Shockwave, or is it any other weapon, any of the other, or any firearm legal?
No,
that's a legal firearm.
So like Remington has their version of the Shockwave, same thing. That thing is deemed illegal in Ohio.
Yeah, Caitlin Strange says in the side chat, if it was a private sale between two people outside of the store where there was no documents of the sale. So if somebody legally owned, we'll say a Shockwave, and then sold it to somebody outside of the shop, is that a legal sale?
If it's after the time they banned it, yes, it is an illegal sale.
If it happens after the time they sell it.
No, if it happened after the time that the state banned it, which was quite a while ago now. It's been a while since they banned it. So if it happened prior to the ban, it would still be legal. But if it happened after the ban, it'd be illegal. Yeah. Regardless, paperwork or no paperwork, it'd still be illegal.
Okay, so the people that own them legally cannot sell them to another private individual then.
Exactly. They are either
sell them to a shop.
They are either stuck with them or they have to sell them out of state.
But the only way to legally sell it out of state is for you to go into go to an FFL and have it transferred, right? You can't walk into an FFL out of state and sell, can you?
Well, no, it's not. Well, if he were to come to Pennsylvania, it's not considered a pistol, so you could probably sell it here without any problems.
So long as, all right, we'll open this up a little bit more. For example, if I'm traveling across the country and I happen to go to another fucking state, which is another fucking snowflake state like New Jersey.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And I throw that out there for specific reasons. And that reason is if I have loaded magazines of any type whatsoever, they don't even have to be in the fucking gun. That's a felony.
Wow.
Know the state's gun laws before you drive through there.
Yeah, don't go to Jersey with hollow points either. Then you're really fucked.
You are fucked no matter what you do in New Jersey. if it's loaded in your fucking magazine, every single magazine you have is a felony.
Wow.
So, for example, just an example, for this particular firearm right here, I have about 30 fucking magazines. If I had them all loaded, doesn't even have to be in the gun. If I had 30 of them loaded, that's 30 fucking felonies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they will accentuate that law that even if you have just one round in that magazine, that's considered loaded.
Yeah, it doesn't take anything.
State.
And so you can, so if I was to go into PA, say I owned the Shockwave and I went to PA and I was going to sell it to Phil, I can do that legally. I can do that, no problems. But my point was, if you got to know the state's laws of where you're going to. So like in PA, it's no issue. I can go in there and I can sell it to Phil, no issue. But me going to Joey, or and I guess it's still legal in fucking Joey state. Fuck you, Joey. But
does that pertain to revolver cylinders? I would say so.
He couldn't even sell that to me. He'd have to go through. It has to go through an FFL. I can't see. New York, you're not allowed to do private transactions.
Yeah, so it's a tough thing. If I was to take it up there, they're going to tell me that I cannot legally transfer, even if I go through an FFL, to Joey, because it's coming from a state where it's legally banned.
Okay, so let's say you wanted to transfer it here to Alaska, but you don't want to, you want to sell it to me. All right, but you couldn't afford a plane ticket up here. And of course it'd be legal once you got here, but you couldn't go to a local gun shop and have it transferred to me. That's what you're saying, because they could not intake it because it's banned.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, that's messed up, because, if you want to sell a used gun, you should be able to take it to a gun shop. That's messed up.
Yeah. That's stupid.
And that's empty magazines we're talking about. We wouldn't be able to transfer empty magazines
no, the Shockwave,
like to Alaska,
No, we were talking about the Shockwave.
Oh, Shockwave.
If I travel to New York, I can't transfer it to Joey, because in order for me to transfer it to Joey, even though it's legal in the state of New York, it's not legal here in Ohio. So if I drive to New York and try to transfer it to him, I have to go through a dealer. And because it's not legal from where I'm at, where I currently reside, I can't transfer it to him because it's illegal where I live.
Right. So if you owned a Shockwave and wanted to sell it to Joey or Alaskan Ballistics, you would literally not be able to do that, period.
I could do it, but I'd have to go to a state where it's still legal. And where that transfer is still legal. Like for Joey, for example, it requires where I have to go through an FFL.
So like even though you're from another state?
If I went to PA, for example, where Phil's at, I could literally just hand it to Phil.
Right. Because we're allowed to
That's here in Alaska too.
It doesn't require me to go through an FFL to transfer it to him.
But it does require an FFL from your state, because that particular firearm is illegal in your state. You can go to another state and transfer it out of your name into theirs, where it is legal in their state.
So long as it's a private transfer. If I have to go through an FFL, it's not possible.
Right. Now, PA, you're allowed to transfer long guns privately. And the Shockwave isn't a pistol, so I can do that legally outside of an FFL.
You're allowed to do long guns? So is it considered a long gun either?
It's a SBS, I think is what they call it. but it's not a pistol, so I don't have to get it registered.
It's-
All
it's-
handguns in PA are registered.
Yeah, the Shockwave is classified
No,
as
It's not an
The
SBS. It's a firearm.
The Shockwave is classed as an other still,
yeah, it's
Yeah,
another.
but an other doesn't require. It's not either a pistol, nor a long gun, nor an SBR, nor an SBS. It's straight up an other. An other can be transferred in any state so long as it's legal to transfer in that state without going for an FFL.
Right. And it's still legal here. So
Well, I'm, you know, this is absolutely phenomenal. I know you were wanting to close it, Scotsman, but this is absolutely phenomenal information that I think, you know, anybody that's listening needs to know. I mean, we're using the shotgun, the Shockwave as the example. But there's a couple of different manufacturers that are producing this same firearm. So I think this is absolutely stellar information that needs to be out there.
Definitely.
So it's illegal in Ohio. The Shockwave is now illegal. So for instance, you owned a Shockwave, you could privately transfer that to a number of different states that particular firearm is not illegal. Correct?
So long as I drove to that state, I can't transfer it from an FFL in my state.
right.
I have to drive to that state to transfer.
You have to physically
it has to be legal in that state
to be able to transfer it.
Yes, there's no way. I can't walk into an FFL. Hell, I'm an FFL. I can't transfer from my fucking store to another place without driving my ass there because it has to be a personal transfer. I cannot transfer it legally as an FFL.
All right.
But firearms like the Shockwave are legal in Alaska still, right?
But you'd have to drive
Absolutely.
it there.
But if
You can drive it, you have to fly it.
I would have to either drive it there, fly there, whatever. I'd have to take it. I can't physically transfer it from this state to an FFL. I can't send it from myself and my FFL to Chuck. I can't send it from myself to Phil from my FFL.
Now,
Can't do
I
it.
know you know a ton of the laws, Scotsman, and I'm picking your brain here. I understand that. What I'm trying to figure out is maybe just as an example, if I was living in Ohio and I had a Shockwave 14 and I wanted to fly to Alaska with it and transfer it to Chuck, Alaskan Ballistics, could I do that? Would the system allow me to fly that firearm into that state, being how that firearm is illegal in the state that I'm flying from?
Well, see, there I asked another question. And honestly, I don't know the answer.
I know it's a really curious question.
And it's not that I don't want to answer the question. It's that I honestly don't know the answer. And I don't know the answer because, one, I don't own one. And two, I've never had to fly a firearm because I always drive everywhere I go. And
To answer your question, Alan. To answer your question, Alan, you would have to have some type. You would have to have some type of proof with you that you had the firearm legally owned before the ban, before you could get on an airplane, because as soon as you go to TSA, those are officers of the law there, and they could say, no, this is banned in Ohio, and you'd have to have some type of proof with you. There's usually a cop or two there at every airport I've been in. You know, I've transferred and flown with guns several times because I had to fly them all up here. You can't drive with them through Canada. So, you know, Canada's worse than New Jersey probably. But anyway, like you just can't. You have to fly, so you definitely want to have your firearm proof that you own it legally with you. Honestly, if I were doing that example situation, if I were Scotsman in Ohio flying a Shockwave to me, I would fly out of Kentucky, or I would fly out of Pennsylvania, or I would fly, like, I would literally drive to an airport.
And to Chuck's point, again, exactly like he said, I'd probably drive somewhere else before I even attempted to do so. Not because of what the law is, but because it's going to be easier to do it that way. I'm not going to have to go through so many fucking steps to get that gun out of where I'm at to where I'm going.
Right.
That makes all the sense in the world.
So, for example, if I was going to transfer it to Phil, I would drive to Kentucky because Kentucky is only a few hours away. Or hell, I might even drive all the way to fucking Phil because Phil's only a few hours away from me too. But if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna either drive all the way there, or I'm gonna drive the opposite direction into another state where I can actually fly it legally and transfer it at that point.
All right. Hey Chuck, could you take a ferry from Seattle and take guns up
technically
that way?
no, because you most of them stop in Canada. Most of them stop at Vancouver Island for sure.
Okay.
Almost all of them that. But even if you had a direct ferry and it literally sailed from, you know, Seattle area to the Anchorage area, Kenai Peninsula, wherever. Even if you had a direct ferry, you would be technically in international waters at some point, and that gun would have to be imported and exported. So, and that's what they do with the ammo. So, yeah. So,
oh man.
So Phil, on your trip, you didn't have a gun on you. I take it.
No.
Real
I had
quick,
a little knife.
we have Battle Bean out there in the side chat. Battle Bean, dude, there is no fucking shady shit on my chat, man. Don't fucking give me no fucking shit. Don't make me fucking pull a fucking lawnmower because we all know you cut grass. Don't fucking make me pull that shit out, dude. Don't make me call fucking John Solar.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't get to my gun check earlier, so I can't show a Glock. So how about a Ruger?
That works.
There you go.
Got me killed in the bear charging drill. So, and yes, 340 grain plus V plus, baby.
Yeah.
Real quick, Battle Beam, stick your high point up your ass, dude. I love you, brother, but you can stick that high point up your fucking ass.
Which you hate more, high points or Glocks?
That's not even a fucking question, dude. Fucking high points win hands down when it comes to that bullshit.
Okay, we can still be friends. I'm not unsubbing you now.
That's very disappointing for me because I do appreciate a good, well-made, U.S.-made item. I really do. And unfortunately, the high point mostly is not one of those items. I have shot Robin was in the side chat. I don't think she is anymore, but she did bring one of her 40 cal carbine high points, and that was an absolutely phenomenal shooting weapon.
All right, hold on. Let me stop you.
Fucking hell, and dirty as fuck.
Hold on, let me stop you for 1 second. So the carbines are actually supposed to be pretty fucking good. However, the pistols themselves fuck up constantly.
Yes,
Yeah,
they do.
the pistols are absolutely fucking horrible. If you want to put like $100 prints on them and a whole bunch of fur on the top of it, like like Dirt Road has done, they're great for that. But other than that, and that guy had to custom make his magazines in order to make that weapons fire properly.
Yeah, they make a good boat anchor.
That's all they are, is a fucking boat anchor. They don't make a good boat anchor. They are a fucking boat anchor.
I had a High Point 9C. Don't ask me. I did years ago. Don't ask me why I bought it, but you know, I think what it is the price lures you in. You know, so
I'm sorry, man. Brother Ed, I've been in guns for a long time, dude. There ain't no fucking way in goddamn hell you're luring me in with a fucking $120 price point.
no. Well,
Fuck
you'll
that.
know that I'll put it on record. I don't own it anymore.
I would rather
So-
save the money or do a layaway of some sort and fucking buy something worthwhile buying.
I
Yeah.
would much rather buy a kitchen fucking napkin that wore over my shirt than buy another High Point pistol.
Yeah.
I say
Another High Point
because
kitchen?
I have owned one.
So new channel name, Alan Jan B. Gay. I love high points.
Yeah, there you go.
Hold on. That explains exactly why Jan is gay.
He loves high points.
Gay.
Yeah. Jan is queer.
Oh, that's a good
Point
one. That's a
Gay.
good one. Jan B. High Point Gay.
Jan be gay for High Points.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
All right, I'm sorry. I have to stop for just a second. Mario Mosen, Battle Bean, my brother from another mother, and yes, he is a brother in my world, whether you like it or not. I respect you.
I do as well.
I can't say anything bad about you. And as hard as it is for me to say this right now, I really can't say anything bad about you. But you are saying that you own your High Point. Hell yeah. All I can do at this point is take a deep breath and keep my mouth shut.
C4 Defense has a very good point out there. I mean, never go full High Point, because when you go full High Point, you can never come back.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
Good one, C4.
Oh, man.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. I gotta stop everybody right fucking now. Mario fucking Mosen, Battle Bean. It's a great survival gun, dude. It has more issues than you can fucking count. What the fuck, dude?
High Points are great. High Points are absolutely phenomenal. If you like to practice reloads and malfunctions, High Points are perfect.
or a Cat 9.
Yeah, if you want to be stuck in the middle of a fucking fight and go, oh shit, my gun ain't working, buy a fucking High Point.
They were the number one gun of the hookers that came into the Atlanta gun range where I worked. I kid you not. Number one gun of prostitutes.
Well, and High Points have literally become the number one gun of gangsters. They have become the hot pot.
No,
If
no,
you
I
buy
have to
more
stop.
than
No,
one of
no,
them
no,
goddamn
hold on.
things.
Stop. Number one gun of gangsters is the Taurus PT-111 G fucking 2.
Yep.
And I'm not joking. I swear to God. And I
They're
can tell
almost
you
as
this
cheap and
because
they're
the
more
amount of
reliable.
PT-111 G2s I sold in the last 2 fucking years is unfucking believable.
No,
Well,
I gotta
that's
disagree.
not a very good selling point for the C-Max raffle. Anyway.
I think we already lost all our viewers anyway, so that doesn't really.
No, we've still got a couple of really fucking awesome fucking people out there, man. I mean, the Battle Bean, the fucking Battle Bean is out there. C4 Defense, Gun Wild. I mean, we've still got some fucking fat fucking viewers out there. And Caitlin's still out there. Warthog is still out there.
Battle Bean thinks he knows how to piss me off. Battle Bean, you got no fucking clue, brother.
I don't know, guys. I'm heading out.
Yeah.
That's one funny motherfucker. All right, Joey, you want to go ahead and do an outro?
Yeah, I guess I'll do it again.
Joey fucking ask a question.
Yeah, if you want to ask me a question, you can always find me, Joey Cuz, obviously. Just dropped the video for Snowflake with the M223 on it. So I'm gonna get that out to range hopefully soon and sight it in. Like I said, I got a couple things I'm gonna try to get to and see how far that goes. But that's about it.
I appreciate you showing up. Chuck, Last and Ballistics, what you got, brother?
Man, just thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate you letting me on and just supporting my channel. And I appreciate Scotsman commenting on everything and JanisGay commenting on everything. And just really appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. And it's still early here, so I can still go out and have a night. So y'all have a good one.
All right. Well, with that said, fuck you, dude. Ed, you can see, yeah, fuck you, brother.
Well, yeah, guys, I appreciate you having me on, and yeah, Joey, the glass is looking good on that Project Snowflake, and hopefully we'll get to see some shooting vid, with that. I don't know, just be looking for more stuff I'm going to be doing here in the near future, and it's good to be alive.
Amen.
Hey, Ed, real quick, brother, how are you doing on magnets? You need more, or are you good?
Well, I'm doing good. I got a couple more, the CT scans to go through, and stuff like that.
No. How are you doing on your magnets? You need more magnets, or are you good?
Oh yeah, I'm still doing good on the magnets. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll let you know when I run low. I got to send a bunch out. I don't know what happened. There's been a bunch that were sent out, and folks haven't got them yet. So I'll send some out again.
Well, just let me know. And just as Battle Bean says, don't fucking die on us, dude.
Oh no. I hope not.
We fucking love you, brother. Don't you fucking die on us. That's for sure.
I love all you guys too. So.
And Phil M. Rivers, you want to do a outro, brother?
Sure. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I just put up a video today in response to Daniel got as my judge, a little VR for him. And I still have a contest going on, 250 subscriber giveaway. That ends on Sunday. So if you haven't yet, get in there. That's about it for me.
And for all of you guys that are watching still, if you haven't already unsubbed Daniel, this is my live VR to Daniel, and it's simple. He bores the shit out of me. Go unsub that motherfucker. That's it. Unsub the motherfucker. He bores the shit out of me.
I have to reiterate that and echo that, Scotsman, because really, how much crap can somebody watch before they unsub somebody? Daniel, God is my judge. Just unsub him. just unsub him. Really. All together, I've got Alaskan Ballistics. If you notice, Alaskan Ballistics is one of the featured channels on my channel. I've absolutely loved Chuck for a long time. The dude did me a solid early on in my YouTube career and gave me an absolutely phenomenal score that I use for my intros and outros. Just epic shit, epic stuff entirely. And I am internally grateful to this dude. Not only that, but he produces some of the most awesome material out there. If you want to know real ballistics from real guns, he is your fucking guru. He is your absolute guru to go to. Ed, dude, it is always an absolute pleasure to have you in the chats.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Phenomenal motherfucker.
I have to interrupt because we have Battle Bean out there. And I have to agree, dude, are you done sucking Chuck's dick?
I've moved on.
JanisGay, so
I've moved on. I'm moving to the next dude. I mean, you know. Joey Cuz, dude, I actually dig your shit. I think your intro's entirely too long. But I absolutely love your shit.
I even changed one of the scenes just for you.
I can understand what you say. I don't know if it's because I'm a truck driver and I've been all over the United States or not, but I absolutely dig Joey's shit. Go check him out. Phil M. Rivers is going to be the next victim or subject in the next Battle of the Beards. As long as I can get a picture from the competitor, Phil M. Rivers is going to be the next Battle of the Beards. He's still got a lot of stuff going on. Check out Phil M. Rivers, Crazy Scotsman, dude. I can't say enough about you, man. I love you like a brother from another mother, and one of these days I'm going to pop some rounds with you. And as always, keep the magazines loaded and one in the chamber.
And as always, cheers, fuckers.
Cheers.
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 And we are out of here.